This is a presentation of OCAmedia Sports. OCAmedia Sports presents Friday Night Live. This program brought to you by Oregon Community Bank. Feel good banking. Tonight, Oregon takes on the Madison West Regents.
Friday Night Live, a presentation of OCAmedia Sports brought to you by the Oregon Community Bank. Feel good banking. My name is Zach Seeloff, and I'm joined in the booth as always by my partner, Dan Graychuk. Dan, great to be here with you tonight.
Always good to be here, Zach.
Tonight, the Oregon Panthers boys hockey team is playing host to the Madison West Regents here at Oregon Community Ice Arena. We're live bringing you this game, and the Panthers, they're coming off a solid victory over Badger South opponent Stoughton. They won 4-1 last night in that game. Dan, after a tough loss to Edgewood, that game sure looked to be the Panthers reasserting themselves, getting back onto their game, 12-1-1 so far in this season.
Well, not only did they win that game last night 4-1, but they absolutely put on a clinic as far as neutral zone transition, back checking, forechecking, cycling the puck, and they put on over 70 shots in 3 periods.
79 in total.
79, an amazing amount of shots. 4-1 victory, and that's exactly what they needed to do after that Edgewood loss. This is a team that is very dynamic. They've had to deal with some adversity, and now they're starting to find that their confidence, and again, I think we're going to see more of that tonight.
So, Dan, as we get ready for this game, looking forward to the match against West, the Regents, they're a team that do well in all phases. They're scoring 3.15 goals per game. They convert on 27.3% of their power plays. Their goalies have a combined save percentage just this side of 90%. This is the only game against the Big Eight for the Panthers this year. As you look forward to it, what do you expect to see?
I think it's going to be a defensive game. West seems to be one of those teams that likes to clog up the neutral zone. They want to control the tempo. They don't want to see a run-and-gun style game. So I think that their style of play versus Oregon's is going to be a very interesting mix because Oregon really enjoys doing that quick, fast, quick pass through the neutral zone transition. I think West is going to look to slow that down a bit.
You and I talked oftentimes during the pregame warm-ups. You're watching the goalie. Adam Buencamino is the goalie for the Regents, number 1. And you were commenting on his style comes way out to the top of the crease, just by default almost outside of the crease.
Yeah, very aggressive. He looked to be almost 2 to 3 feet outside the crease, which again is really good if you're able to time that skate back as the forwards start to put pressure on. He's a big goaltender. He's an aggressive goaltender. But when you've got people like Verhagen out there, Roskis, even Hefty has been known to carry the puck in, who can really pick those corners. It may be an interesting challenge for West to try and stop that kind of offensive power.
And then if you're Oregon, you're looking to expand on their defensive prowess. We talk about them a lot of times as a goal-scoring team, but this is a team that, like you said about West, clogs up the neutral zones. They block shots very well, they hit very well, and they clear the puck out of their own zone extremely well. West trying to attack that. What do they need to do as they move into the Panthers' offensive zone?
They almost have to take a page from Oregon's playbook, which is quick, fast passes. You don't want to have to send big, long cross-ice passes to break a puck out. We've seen Oregon come out and quick passes. It's on the stick for maybe 2 or 3 seconds, another quick pass. They need to do that to exploit some of the holes that Oregon can have. And if they're able to do that, I think that it's going to cause the defensive crew for Oregon to really work hard.
I think you're absolutely right. You can see the Zamboni here clearing the ice, getting ready to go. I see VFW Post 10272. They'll be presenting the colors for tonight's national anthem. Before we get to that, let me tell you this program made possible in part with support from our very generous sponsors. Oregon Community Bank, Feel Good Banking. William R. Torhorst & Associates, your hometown insurance agency that's doing big things. Stoughton Hospital, Oregon Urgent Care and Sports Medicine Clinic. Trusted care close to home. Maria's Pizza, a little slice of Italy right here in Oregon. The Oregon Chamber of Commerce, promoting, informing, connecting, and advocating for local businesses and the Oregon community. The Oregon Athletic Boosters Club. Please consider being a part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. Check out OregonAthleticBoosters.com for details. And finally, OCAmedia wishes to thank the Oregon School District for its ongoing support. And so, Dan, just before we get started here, you were able to interview Coach Yachman. What did he have to say about this game? What is he looking for from his team tonight?
I think much of what we've seen already from the team, they're a very dynamic team. They're a spontaneous team and creative. And when you have any set of lines that can be that creative and opportunistic, that's something that as a coach you want to see. They're able to move that puck incredibly well together. The communication and the comfort level is there. So because of that, these guys can do so many different things. And we saw it last night on the power plays especially. You would have your defensive players coming all the way in the rotation and the quick, nice passes, the little dekes and moves that allows a team to really generate offense. That's, I think, what he's looking to see. He also talked an awful lot about the composure and confidence and maturity of this team. You've got a lot of seniors here. You're also kind of getting midway through the season, and because of that, there's a level of comfort and maturity that you generally don't expect. And where that starts to present itself is in patience, shot selection. Last night during some of their power plays, they were looking to make the pass before the shot. Just because they had somewhat of a lane, they were really looking to move it. That type of patience, not something you see very often.
And then looking at this team, playing Madison West without a doubt, I think the largest school that they're going to play this year. That gives them the opportunity to bring in a lot of talent. We know they're 8-5 this year in a difficult Big 8 conference that features a lot of powerful teams. To win this game, what would that mean for their sort of psyche going forward as a team?
Oregon, I think they don't really care about that too much.
That's not their way.
Yeah, no, in getting a chance to talk with some of the players and the coaching staff, they seem so focused merely on the next puck drop, the next whistle. They don't seem to be really forecasting that far out. And for a young team, meaning high schoolers, again, that kind of maturity you just don't see all that often. I think each play is important to them and each game is important to them. One of the things I did talk about was a game that happened back in December. I think it was a turning point for this team. They dealt with some adversity, and since that point, they've done very, very well.
All right. And then let's take a look at the Madison West hockey roster here. I've got it out in front of me. Couple of dangerous scorers. Shyler Hedekin, number 12, senior forward for them, 7 goals, 10 assists. Dean Furman, a junior defenseman, 9 goals, 4 assists. He's leading the team with 9 goals. What you don't see is what we see on Oregon, whereas they have a number of talented goal scorers, guys that are putting up double-digit numbers. When you've got it much more spread out like this, what does that mean for them as they try to attack a Panther offense that features some more of a star power type?
Well, I think for West that's actually a good thing. It shows that there's a lot of divvying the puck around. And when your defensive players are scoring the most goals, what that tells me is there's good puck movement down low. They're able to move the puck from low to high and side to side. If you're able to get that kind of control in the zone, take shots from the blue line, walk it in, that's giving all the different players a chance to look for rebounds, look for deflections. So that's something that West has that I think is very powerful. On the other side, Oregon, they do have those very specific scorers. That doesn't mean they can't do the exact same thing there where they dish it around. And again, we saw it last night. I think what each team needs to do at this point is play their game.
Well, and then let's talk about last night just real quick before we get to the last bit of the introduction here. They're coming off no rest. They played last night at Stoughton. Now they're back home. Does that affect them at all? West had a couple of days off between their last game and now.
You know, at my age, yes. playing 2 games in a week is a long one. For these guys, I don't think so. Getting here as early as we did, I got to see it during warm-up. I got to see them going through as they were starting to stretch. I didn't see any fatigue. I just saw a lot of energy and a lot of very focused faces.
I'm looking forward to seeing them. It's the Oregon Panthers boys hockey. If you're just joining us, folks, welcome. Whether you're on YouTube or you're watching on Charter Cable Channel 984, thanks for joining us here at OCAmedia. Oregon Panthers boys hockey here at home at the Oregon Community Ice Rink. They're taking on the Madison West Regents tonight on Friday Night Live.
You want me to zoom in? Yeah, they're out there.
That wasn't too painful. That's it.
Roscoe's is playing.
No, Roscoe's playing that. Special thanks to VFW Troop 10272 for presenting the colors for tonight's national anthem. Dan, we're just about to get going here. First drop of the puck. Who do you think asserts themselves early?
I think we've seen it a lot this season from Oregon, and I think that's probably what we're going to see as well. I think they're going to look to make a statement off the faceoff and try and get as many shots as they can. The three words that I would use to describe Oregon this season has been work ethic, discipline, and mental strength. They've just been able to deal with the adversity, and dealing with any team right away. They've generated a lot of good offense. They've scored, 3 times in the first 2 minutes of each game? I mean, that's happened a number of times, so I think that's what we're going to see from them tonight.
We've definitely seen that they do not waste time.
No.
We've seen them, there's no build-up, there's no, although we did talk about a little bit, and although we've seen them score early, we have seen them in a couple of games, their passing hasn't been as crisp early in the game. We've seen them struggle with that. With Stoughton, it was right on, but we have seen a couple of games where it's taken them half a period or so to sort of get their sea legs.
And I actually talked to the coach about that in the interview we'll watch later. Again, it's one of those things where it seems like there's two speeds, dominant and then just a little bit behind one another. So what they need to do is they need to make sure that right off the bat they're doing some crisp passing, they're feeling comfortable and confident with one another, because West is not a team that will let you make too many mistakes.
Absolutely not. All right, folks. Get ready for a good one here. Oregon Panthers host to Madison West Regents. Referee gets everyone going. Ian Shiljan for the Panthers. Felix Jiang for the Regents in the face-off circle. Puck drops and the Panthers control, and to start this game, they'll have the first possession. Gage Shiljan now controls in his own zone. Tries to move that one ahead. It's broken up by Felix Jiang. Jiang battling hard for it, and this one will be picked up by Pulkerbeck. Pulkerbeck for the Panthers stops up, takes a hit. I'm sorry for the Regents, but he's out to the top of the circle now. Tries to move that one past Tyler Damon, who intercepts with the stick. Stuck along the near side here, trying to play that one forward. He gets it to Ian, who's able to dump it all the way into the Regent zone. 16:36 to go, still a 0-0 score. Fighting hard for that one is Laszlo Araz, but it comes out to Pulkerbeck once again, and he'll carry this one free. Pulkerbeck moving through the center, challenged by Laszlo. He gets that one all the way across and back into the Panthers zone. Hustling is Lucas Hefty. He'll pick that one up. Moves it all the way across for teammate Ian Shiljan, but hustling in is number 10. That's Riley Lanham. Lanham goes down hard along with number 12 for the Panthers. Fires the shot, tries to get a second shot, and covered by Henry Roscoe, dives on top.
And right there we see the composure that I talked about in Roscus. He had a number of shots coming in close. He wasn't able to exactly get the puck covered, but stood his ground, was able to get the glove on it, kept his composure, and makes the stop.
Connor Huey taking on Zach Roscos in the faceoff dot. Zach Roscos, the leading point scorer for the Panthers, 26 points so far this season. Panthers control, it's moved ahead by Timberlake. Timberlake, though, at the point encounters a number of Regents, and this one moved all the way back down. Roscos gets this one across to Hayden Bell. Bell moves it across to Verhagen. Great pass to hit Roscos as Roscos gains the zone. Across to captain Calvin Schneider. Schneider back to Roscos at the faceoff dot, broken up and picked up by the Regents. Regents move this one forward, carried by Riley Lanham. Lanham all the way across to Elliott Held, and Held will dump that one in. No, an offsides. Lanham just crossed the blue line ahead, and we'll have the neutralized faceoff.
That offensive rush we just saw there was a lot of what we saw last night. Quick passes, getting across the blue line, and then you have F1, F2, F3, your first three forwards. They do so well when they're able to control that puck and move it into the zone like that.
Cole Furman against Zach Raskos in the neutralized faceoff dot here. Linesman drops the puck, and it's picked up by the Panthers. Hayden Bell has it across now ahead to Alex Verhagen. Verhagen hustling on the right wing side. He'll dump that one in, and the Panthers will give chase. Nice tap behind the goal by the goalie there, Adam Boycamino. But it's picked up by the Regents, blocked up by Zach Raskos. They try and play this one out, and they do. Lift it almost into the rafters. I don't know how it avoided both the rafters and the lights. But now we get a call, and we're going to get the hand pass call. Another face-off coming here.
Yeah, that puck was shot up, and it almost looked like it went through one of the arches.
It's like a field goal.
Yeah, I don't know how that missed.
Incredible play there, but with 15:24 to go in the first period, still nothing. Off the hand pass, the face-off will be in the Panthers zone on the far side dot. It's going to be Sam Hakes taking on Felix Jiang in the face-off circle. Puck remains on the dot. Now the Panthers control, move it across to Gage Shiljan on their own near side. Shiljan taps that one. It's broken up by the Regents, but it gets past them, and going to hustle for it is Ryan Mitchik. Instead, will be covered. He didn't cover it, though, and now he gets on top. Mitchik realized as he went by that it was still sitting out there, but another cover from Adam Boycamino.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a mental error there, just thinking the puck was covered. It wasn't. It was wide open right there in front of the goalie.
Sam Hicks against Felix Jiang once again, this time on the far side of the Regents zone. Puck remains on the dot. Nobody's got it. Now the Panthers get it. They're working it toward the hash mark. Backhand shot up over the cage. Picked up by Strassman there. Back to Orozco's in a score! What a pass to Sam Hakes from Matt Strassman. Goes bar down. A killer score. And the Panthers are in business just 2 minutes into this game.
They do that so well, and we saw that in their game 2 or 3 weeks ago. They go ahead, get it behind the net. They're able to move it up so fast. Right alone in front, takes the shot, 1-0 Oregon.
Great job. And how many times have we seen that from behind the net, pass right into the slot? That is the Panthers' signature play. It pays off for him there. Off the face-off, the Panthers control once again. Lucas Hefty has it on the far side. Stick handling ahead to Laszlo Araz, and now up to Ian Shiljan. Shiljan's got a bit of a step here. He's going to go for the shot. Saved. Gloved by Boycamino, and we'll have a face-off there.
Yeah, and it looks like Camino isn't coming out as far of the crease as he was in warm-ups. And that one right there, he was pretty deep. It looked like the shot was going wide. But as a goalie, you want to stop that puck, get the face-off.
Shiljan in the face-off circle for the Panthers once again. Panthers control. Lucas Hefty tries to get a shot in, but it's blocked up by number 3, Connor Huey. Huey plays that one out, but Hefty able to kick it in. Now slapped out once again. Shiljan plays this one. Nice play with the chest to number 8 there. That was Charlie Cutting, and they'll be dumping this one in the person of Kieran Garvey. Comes all the way back to Henry Raskos, who stops it up for Shiljan. Moves it over to Damon on the near side. Panthers have possession in their own zone. Intercepted in the high slot. Shot and a blocker save from Raskos. Hefty has it behind the cage. Moves that one across to Laszlo. And Laszlo has it on his far side. Taps it ahead for Ian Shiljan. Held to the blue line by the Regents, but Gage Shiljan's going to be able to pick this one up. To Tyler Damon. Blocked and stopped by 19 Max Frey. Frey leaves it off for his teammate number 9 Drake Baldwin, and Baldwin has this one. Immediately picked up by Timberlake, though, and thrown out. Nobody there to get it. This one might not have enough energy for icing. It's coming. Wave off the icing, easily picked up by the Regents, and they have it behind their own net. Schneider battling for it along with Raskos. They've got their man tied up. It comes high off the glass, though, and this one will be held to the point. 5 fires it in, redirected by Verhagen, but up over the corner and out to the far side. Verhagen has it there, tries to get a shot through, can't get it past the defense, remains on the far side. Battling is Schneider, but this one comes all the way out to the near side. Regents have a good look here to try and get this one out. Broken up by Timberlake, but it does come out of the zone. It'll be regathered by Schneider. Great pass across to Alex Verhagen, who immediately regains the zone. Verhagen moves that one along the near side, but it's picked up by the Regents behind their own net. With 13:01 to go, we remain in the Regents zone. They have this one down low, but battling hard for it is Calvin Schneider, getting held up there, trying to get his stick free of his man, but the puck comes out to Verhagen. Verhagen's got a look. He gets it out to Hakes. Hakes to 5 at the point. Timberlake rifles that one around, and it comes to the far side now. Battling for it is Sam Hakes, along with the Regents there on the Zamboni door side, and they move it across to Colin Pulkerbeck, and Pulkerbeck will have a move here. Lucas Hefty providing the defense, and a patented Hefty hip check moves him off into the corner, takes the puck away. Hayden Bell has that one now, up to Matt Strassman. Great pass across by Strassman, just out of the reach of Sam Hakes, and they'll be able to gather this. Joe Clark has it, moves it ahead, but the Panthers pick it up at their blue line. Nice fight there to continue with it. Regents fire a shot, and a score! Oh my goodness, Drake Baldwin just snipers it, hits the inside of the right post, and buries the score.
That was a rocket of a wrist shot, and I don't think Raskos had a chance on that. That was a low-line drive missile that went right between the glove and the pad, hits that post and puts it in. That was an impressive shot.
Well, we definitely don't have to worry about this game being low scoring right now. 1-1 after it's 12-18, not even 5 minutes gone. 12-18 to go in this first period. Face-off comes, and it's controlled by the Regents. Pushed hard by the Panthers, they have to move all the way back into their own zone. Flick this one forward, but Lucas Hefty's going to be able to gather that one. He moves back into his zone, then circles around. Hefty across, intercepted by the Regents. They're going to try and get this one at the blue line. Now they pick it up and force it in. That's going to be Connor Huey picking it up. He moves it towards net, and it comes all the way to the near side. Gage Shilton picks it up for the Panthers, carrying it out his own zone. Pushed hard against the boards right in front of the scorer's table. Puck comes loose. Nobody gets it. Now it's picked up by Cole Furman. Furman for the Regents has this one to the far side. He's got a 2-on-1 shot right through the 5-hole. And it's a goal. It's a goal through the 5-hole. Another score from the Regents. I couldn't tell initially, the referee's signal a little blocked up, but another goal from the Regents, and just like that, they're ahead 2-1 as they beat Roscoe's right through the knees.
You know, and that was kind of a mental mistake here in the neutral zone. They went for the body hit. They lost the puck because of it, went in on a 2-on-1, and now it's 2-0 West.
Quick face-off here, and West has the puck in neutral ice. Picked up by Cole Furman. He dumps that one all the way in. Hayden Bell able to tap it out of midair. He'll play it ahead to Laszlo. Laszlo moves that one back down, trying to get this one free as Cole Furman is pushing him up against the wall. Back over to Hayden Bell. Hayden Bell moves this one across to Timberlake. Timberlake high off the glass, trying to get that one through. It does come past everybody. Hustling for it is Laszlo, but he can't get to it. This one will be picked up by Max Frey. Frey back behind his own defensive zone. Get that one out of the blue line to center ice. And now Cole Furman carrying it for the Regents. They've got a lot of men here as he gains the blue line. Oh, and just ahead early was number 8, Charlie Cutting. Beat the man, but did not beat the whistle. We'll have a neutralized faceoff.
Yeah, it almost looked like he had 4 Regents stacked up on the blue line, including one that was just sitting there waiting to go in. Little bit of a miscue there.
Face-off and neutralized. Sam Hakes taking on Charlie Cutting. Cutting wins that one back to the Regents, and the Regents move this one all the way across the opposite side. Carson Timberlake's going to have it in his own zone, moving behind the net. Pass across to Hayden Bell. Bell on the far side, trying to work this one out. Bell moves that one up. It's going to be held at the point by the Regents, though, and flick back down. Comes toward the face-off dot, but Bell controls. Nice pass ahead to Calvin Schneider. Schneider able to move that one out into center ice, but Roscoe's can't pick it up. The Regents have it now in their own zone. Move that one back across to number 9, Drake Baldwin. Baldwin had that score earlier. Intercepted by number 9 for Hagen for the Panthers. Hayden Bell has this one, gets it to Roscoe's. They're circling through center ice, looking for the way to move up. For Hagen at the blue line, taps that one to avoid the icing, and they'll let it go forward. 10:32 to go. West Regents lead this one 2-1 over the Oregon Panthers. West picks it up in their own zone. Fire that one across, and here they come the other way. Drake Baldwin has this one. He's got the score earlier. From the top of the circle, misses to the right. That shot came in from number 12, Skylar Hedekin. He's their leading scorer so far this season. Lucas Hefty can't pick that one up. Instead, the Regents have it in the near corner once again. Colin Pulkerbeck trying to get it, but now here comes Gage Shilton. Shilton's got some room to move, and he's got Tyler Damon with him. He'll dump that one in, let his team get a line change as they move this one forward. Damon overskates that one, and it's picked up by Dean Furman. Furman challenged hard by number 3, Ryan Mitchell. Puck comes back out towards the point. Can't quite get his Tyler Damon. Mitchell hassling, though, and they're trying to get this puck aggressive forecheck like we always see from the Panthers.
Yeah, we see them do that all the time, that hard forecheck, and they just try to get it into the corners and cycle it from there.
9:48 to go. Matt Strassman has the puck now, moving it down to the Regents zone, but the Regents pick it up behind the cage. Leave that one off. Strassman picks it up for the wraparound shot. Hits the backside of the net. Strassman still has it, trying to get it through to Ryan Mitchell on the backside. Continuing to battle for it. Back into the slot. Covered up. It remains in the slot. Shot from Mitchell. Can't get it through the defense. Picked up by Strassman once again and now thrown to the opposite side. Joe Clark has it there for the Regents. He lifts it off the glass and moves this one all the way. Held by Hefty at the point. Hefty rifles one in, misses the cage to the right. It'll come all the way to the near side. Strassman skating there. Able to meet the challenge and put that one down low. Puck trying to come along the near side. Battle in the corner by Ryan Mitchell. Fighting for that puck, trying to get it free. It's going to come out to Gage Shilton to the point. Walks up, fires a shot. Glove save from Boyd Camino, and he plays it away with the stick. Back in the center. Shot off the post. Sam Hakes rings it off the outside of the right post, and that puck comes all the way down. A great series of offensive chances for the Panthers, and they nearly had an identical goal to their first.
And that's where they're at their most dangerous, is when they're having to be creative and fighting for that puck. Beautiful setup, just robbed by the iron.
Hakes has the puck now at the center line. He'll dump that in, let his team get a change. Damon picks it up off of an errant pass. He's going to have to fight to get back at a point, but now Max Frey will carry it. Frey, the captain on the Regents, playing this one into the Panthers zone. Broken up nicely by number 15, Laszlo, but Frey picks it back up, trying to get around his man. He moves that one into center. Deflected over the cage. Hits the top of the crossbar, rolls along the net, and comes out. But it is held by the Regents at the blue line. They're going to golf that one back in very low and move it behind the net once again. Nice hit from Hayden Bell, but it's picked up. Going for the wraparound chance. Instead, they move it all the way out to the point. Held by 15, back down low, trying to get this one into position to score. The Regents have had some nice possession here, but they haven't been able to get a good opportunity. But boy, that deflection, so close.
Yeah, that's one of those weird ones where you just don't want to see it come down.
Cole Furman has that puck. It's slapped out, and this one will come out to neutral ice. Dump back in, and the Regents will go for a line change as the Panthers will re-grab. 7:52 to go. Regents lead this game 2-1. They're the visiting team. Panthers at home here at the Oregon Ice Arena. Held now sleeve by Max Frey. Max Frey to the top of the circle near the face-off spot. Stops up, looks for a way in. Nice defense from the Panthers, forces him back out. They move this one out to the point. Try to get the shot in. Nobody there, and it misses wide to the left. Puck now hanging out down low, trying to clear it out as Ian Shiljan. Shiljan picks it up on the tape. Great job to break that one free. Ahead to Tyler Damon. Damon will fire it all the way into the far corner, let his team change. Outstanding breakout.
Yeah, and that was a smart play because you had some tired legs for Oregon. They needed to get it in deep so they could get that change.
7:19 to go in this first period. Almost blocked by Zach Roscos, but the Regents able to move that one forward. Gage Shiljan to neutral ice ahead to Verhagen. Verhagen taps it, and now he's going to fight for it as he gets to the point. Calling for it in the center. It's Zach Roscos swings and misses. The puck went over his stick. Regents coming the other way. They stop at the red line, and ill-advised is Calvin Schneider right there, but they're able to carry it, and that's yet another offsides, and that's got to be the third offsides we've seen for the Regents tonight.
It's that extra little move that they're putting on right at the blue line, and you're going in at such speed, and you're trying to keep track of all that, and when you try that extra little move, it throws your partner off, and you end up going offsides.
Zach Roscoe's going to take on Connor Huey in the face-off circle, the neutralized face-off after the offsides call. Puck controlled by the Regents. They dump this one in, fired all the way back behind the cage, stopped up by Roscos, who leaves it for Gage Shiljan. Shiljan moves around one man, moves around another, gets the puck ahead to Calvin Schneider. Schneider can't force that one out, though, and the Regents put it back behind the net. Lucas Hefty fighting in the corner, trying to get it, but the Regents are able to pick this one up. Hefty knocks his man down, continues to battle for the puck, and he gets it. Great job to get it ahead to Verhagen. Verhagen's got Calvin Schneider. Here comes Calvin Schneider. He'll jump this one in and chase it as it comes behind the Regents net. 6:31 to go in the first period. 2-1 the lead for the Madison West Regents. Battling is Zach Roscos. He gets to Verhagen, and we're going to have a penalty here. Going to get a holding call against, it looks like, Calvin Schneider. And that is indeed the call. Calvin Schneider, 2 minutes for holding, and the Regents now will have a 2-minute power play against the Panthers with 6:25 to go in the first.
Yeah, Schneider just got a little bit too long of a grab in the corner going for that dump in. And right now, that's not a penalty you want to take. Oregon's looking a little bit better than they did in that. There was about a 3-minute stretch where they looked a little off, but their passing is starting to come together. But now they have to kill a penalty.
Lucas Hefty getting an explanation from the ref here. Just curious, it looks like, about the call. Everyone's satisfied, and we'll get the face-off. It's going to be Ian Shiljan taking on Felix Jiang in the Panthers zone. Panthers try and get that one. Nice job by Tyler Damon to golf that one out, and Damon's going to follow it up. Damon presses on Max Frey as he forces him to circle back through his own defensive zone. They'll move this one ahead, but the Panthers out far as they always are. Hustling now in is Colin Polkerbeck. Polkerbeck stops up at the point. Hassled by Damon once again. Puck nearly intercepted. Great job by Tyler Damon to hang on to that one. Fires it over the head of the referee and clears the zone. 5:59 to go. Minute 30 left on this penalty. 2-1 the lead for the Regents. Here come the Regents the other way. Hustling to try and get back into that zone. Get their first offensive chance on this power play. They move the puck back behind the net. It's picked up by 10 Riley Lanham. Lanham moves that one across to number 3 Huey. Huey stops up, circles around. Timberlake providing the defense back to Lanham. And they move it all the way out to the point. Verhagen with the defense up at the point. Back down low to Lanham. Lanham down to Huey. Huey very low, but nowhere to go there, and they force him all the way to the outside. Back to the point. He loses control, and hustling is Verhagen. Verhagen's got a chance here. He's got to step on the defense. To the faceoff dot. Shot misses just to the left, and the puck's going to come all the way out. Lucas Hefty will be able to pick that one up, though. Only 54 seconds left to go on this penalty, and he'll clear it back down again. Verhagen's going to hustle for it once again. Why not? Continue on. They leave the puck off for Verhagen. Verhagen trying to get this one through to center. Instead, it's 3 Regents that combine on him. What a great hustle play by Verhagen there on the forecheck to get that opportunity.
Yeah, I was able to put on the Jets and get on the outside, get that shot, just went a little wide and high. And right now, the Regents look to be misstepping a lot. They're not generating the kind of chances that they think they should be.
A little bit back on their heels with 26 seconds to go on this power play. Trying to work that one into center, and instead Zach Roscos picks it up, flings it all the way out. Nearly got a too many men penalty as he almost hit Kieran Garvey in the skates as he was trying to change. Regents will bring this one up to the opposite side. From the scorer's table, they move it across to Furman. Furman leaves it off for 14. 14 fires the shot. Pad save from Roscos. Another shot comes in, hits the backside of the cage. They still have this one. That's Edwin Jiang, number 14, to the top of the circle. All the way across to the far side point. Fires the shot in. Stick save, and they had a man there. Another shot comes in. A great body block by Henry Roscos, a positional save, a diving stop by Calvin Schneider, battling for that puck on the point, bodies to the ice, the puck comes in down low, picked up by number 2, he's got a chance, fires the shot, blocked up high over the net. The penalty is just about to expire, it has expired, and both teams are even strength, and the Panthers will have killed off this penalty. A great final rush by West, but the Panthers, especially Henry Roscos, answer in kind.
Yeah, and your goaltender has to be your best penalty killer. And Roscos stood up there and made a couple of big saves, including a nice positional save.
Puck battling at the blue line here. Panthers able to carry this one away. Sam Higgs knocks it out, and he'll carry this one forward. He's got Matt Strassman and Ryan Mitchell with him. He elects to just dump that one in as he nearly loses it, and it's picked up by Elliott Held. Held across to Max Chambers, takes a big hit from Mitchell for his trouble, and this one's flicked back in by Higgs. Panthers check up on the blade offside and hustle back and get it behind the net. Puck rimmed around to the far side. This one's going to be held by Bryce McLeod. Hayden Bell at the point. Hayden Bell walks this one across. Over to Timberlake at the opposite point. Down low to Matt Strassman. Strassman in the center, intercepted, broken up by Connor Huey, and Huey's going to fling that one down. If it comes on net, it'll be no icing, and it does not. Icing will be the call. Panthers will have the face-off in the region zone.
Yeah, it looked like they wanted to get a line change, and he thought he could put it in net from the deep in the other side. And we got to see from Oregon what they like to do. They get it in deep on that strong side, start cycling it, but it looks like West is starting to pick up on some of the cues there and breaking up those small little passes from down low.
3:14 to go in the first period. 2-1 the lead for the Regions. Face off in their zone, and this one's controlled by Calvin Schneider. He moves it through center. Nobody able to pick it up for the Panthers, though, and the puck will rim around all the way to the far side. Hustling is Timberlake to try and pick that one up. Timberlake crunched against the boards, and the Regions pick it up instead. Move that one across. Great play with the hand by Verhagen. He can't quite hold it in, but still a nice play, and he dumps it back down. Schneider will circle back and try and get this one in the near corner. They move that one up to the point. It's held instead by Timberlake. Timberlake gets the shot in. Glove save. And a one-hopper there. Not an easy save to make as that puck bounces.
No, but he's able to track it the whole way in. And we've seen his movement from side to side. And he is absolutely able to track that puck really well. On a shot like that, you hate to play those weird bouncers. But again, good positioning. Able to see it all the way. They need to get a little more traffic in front of them before they launch more shots like that.
Connor Huey against Ian Chilton in the faceoff dot. 2:49 to go in this first period. Madison West leads 2-1. Puck controlled by the Panthers. Laszlo has it across to Damon. Damon out to Gage at the point. Gage fires the shot in. It plays off one of the hands of Connor Huey, in fact. And this one comes all the way across to number 15, Laszlo Araz. Laszlo to Hefty. Wine and a fire. Almost gets through. Hits Tyler Damon, but misses the cage to the left. Back to Hefty. Hefty again to the top of the circle. Wrist shot and a save and played off to the far corner. Damon picks it up once again. Tries to move that one to Gage, but it's intercepted. And here they come the other way. That's carried by number 9, Drake Baldwin. He had the goal earlier. He's stumbling a little bit. Stops up very nicely, though. Way to regain his feet. But this one's picked up by the Panthers. They lift that one all the way out, and rest will have to reset with 2:21 to go. West has the puck in their own zone, circling it. Almost lose control. Number 15 almost loses his skates, but he plays this back to Max Frey. Frey circles nicely, takes a hit from Mitchell, and this one's going to come along to the near side as the Regions look to clear this zone. Regions pass that one out. Nice job to break it up, and they lose control immediately. Hefty back to Mitchell, and here comes Mitchell the other way. He'll dump that one into the corner, and hustling forward is Van Strassman. Strassman's going to get there. Moves it over to Sam Higgs. Picked up by Mitchell. Mitchell a shot, and he misses to the left, comes all the way to the near side. Gage Shilton back down to Strassman. Strassman can't get it. It'll be picked up by Mitchell. Mitchell lifts high into center. Instead, there's Gage Shilton. Shilton taps it down to Matt Strassman. Strassman tries to get it back, but it's blocked up. Strassman goes down and battling in the corner. It's picked up by number 8, Charlie Cutting. Cutting behind his own net, moves this one to the far side. Picked up by Edwin Jiang. Jiang able to clear it all the way out, but it's going to be fired right back in by Lucas Hefty, and the Panthers will hustle to get after it once again. Minute 27 to go in this first period. Matt Strassman picks the puck up. Shift high over the glass, and this one will be picked up once again by Cutting. And dumped in once again by Lucas Hefty. That one's going to be another icing call, and we'll get the face-off in the region zone.
West is having a hard time dealing with this forecheck. Oregon is very good at getting pressure into those corners, and right now the Regions are having a hard time trying to get that puck back out. They're trying to make those quick little passes, but every time they turn around, there's a Panther.
Zach Roscoe's taking on Felix Jiang in the face-off circle. Jiang wins that one back for the Regions, and they move behind their own net. Minute 10 to go in the first period. Get this one all the way ahead to Polkerbeck. Polkerbeck loses control, though, and the puck comes into the corner. Zach Roscoe's hustling, fighting there, battling against Dean Furman. Coming in to help is Calvin Schneider, but it's carried away by Elliott Held for the Regions. And here he comes. Held's got a little bit of space to work. Stopped up by Hayden Bell. Held loses the edge and right in front of the benches there, and this one comes over to Schneider. Schneider's got a lot of space here. What a poke check by number 4, Dean Furman. Breaks up the Schneider opportunity. That puck comes down low, and the Panthers and Regions will both hustle for it. Picked up by Schuyler Hedekin. Instead, Calvin Schneider intercepts that pass, and here he comes. Leaves it off for Roscoe's. Roscoe's ahead to Verhagen on the far side. Verhagen chips that one towards the net. It's going to be picked up by Furman. Furman rims it back around. Coming into 17, Lucas Hefty along with Roscoe's. Roscoe's comes forward, trying to get that one. They can't get to it, and this one will be carried out by number 10, Riley Lanham. Lanham hits a cross-ice pass, but it's broken up by Lucas Hefty. And here comes Verhagen the other way with only 20 seconds to go. They don't have a lot of time in this first period. And here come the Regents now on a 2-on-2. Carrying it is Drake Baldwin. He had the first goal for them. Backhand shot, it's the back of the post. Just hit the outside of the post. Ahead to Calvin Schneider with 5 seconds to go. Schneider pushes it along the penalty box, hustling to get that one into the zone. Goes face down, plays it all the way forward. And that will take us to the horn. Drake Baldwin there nearly had a second goal, rang it off the outside of the post, and that's the second or third post that we saw this game.
I don't know if it was a post. To me, it looked like it hit him in the mask.
You think actually he got that mask on it?
I think that was the mask. It had that really weird sound to it, and that's kind of where it looked like it went. But one thing I want to point out, you got 4 seconds left on the clock, and who do we see with a hard push forward? Schneider.
Number 7.
We talked about him last night. I got to pick him as my star of the game before you did. But that has been his style of game. That kid just doesn't quit. He pushes as hard as he can, and he impresses me every game.
Absolutely. So, folks, 2-1 the score. The Regents have the lead off of a pair of quick goals. Oregon answered back for the first one, but the Regents notched 2. And so 2-1 the lead here. We'll be back for the second period. We're going to send you to a break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Oregon Panthers boys hockey.
This program is made possible in part with support from our generous sponsors. Oregon Community Bank. Feel good banking. William R. Torhorst and Associates, your hometown insurance agency that's doing big things. Stoughton Hospital, Oregon Urgent Care and Sports Medicine Clinic. Trusted care close to home. Maria's Pizza, a little slice of Italy right here in Oregon. The Oregon Chamber of Commerce, promoting, informing, connecting, and advocating for local businesses and the community of Oregon. A special thanks to the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Please consider being a part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. OCAmedia wishes to thank the Oregon School District for its ongoing support.
Oregon Community Bank, our purpose for over 38 years has been to serve our customers. Our goal is to help them improve their financial lives with innovative banking products and services, coupled with unparalleled customer service. Doing banking the right way, bringing our skills and expertise to improve the financial stability to individuals and businesses is how we have grown. We call this Feel Good Banking. So give us a call. Drop into one of our convenient branches or connect online at OregonCommunityBank.com. Feel good about banking again.
Always there to help. She's excited to hear how the hockey team is doing and always has a smile on her face. Thanks for all you do, Ms. Earl. Carson Timberlake knows that Mr. DeBrew cares about all of his students, wanting them to succeed. He's very energetic, which makes learning fun. Carson looks forward to working with Mr. DeBrew in the future. Thank you. Hayden Bell chose Mr. Hookstead and believes he can beat him in any sport in gym class. Any sport. He makes class fun and is invested in his students. He's also a pretty good ping pong player. Thank you, Mr. Hookstead. Matt Strassman also chose Mr. Hookstead and loves what a great guy he is and always pushes students to be their best. He may push a little hard at times, but always has good reason. Thanks, Hook. Calvin Schneider loves Miss Elmer's sense of humor and how much she cares about her students, whether in school, sports, or life. He will miss her a lot next year. Thank you, Miss Elmer. Alex Verhagen Introduce Mr. Herkus. Ms. Herkus is a very kind and fun teacher. He appreciates what she has taught him and her dedication to the school. He will miss her next year when he's in college. Thank you, Ms. Herkus. Sam Hakes chose Ms. Benting because of the impact she has had on him here at high school. He's been lucky to have her for 4 years and enjoys having a teacher he can joke around with. Thank you, Ms. Benting. Gage Logan enjoys Mr. Bernal's class because he makes learning fun and always makes time for students. Gage appreciates him helping him succeed. Thank you, Mr. Bernal. Don't go anywhere, Mr. Bernal, because Lazo Oros also chooses you. He says you have a great sense of humor and keeps Laz motivated. He can ask him about anything and is a great role model. He really deserves this nomination. Lucas Hefty. He believes Ms. Kisling is one of the best teachers in the high school. She's very loving and acts as his mother at school. She's a teacher he can go to and he thanks her for everything. Thank you, Ms. Kisling. Ian Schulkamp shares that Ms. Davies not only helps in class, but takes time to be there outside of class as well. She pushes me to my full potential and brings out the best. I can't thank Ms. Davies enough for all she's done for me. Thank you, Ms. Davies. Andy Zymak thanks Ms. Weinhardt, treats every student with respect. She can make anyone smile. Andy thanks Ms. Weinhardt for being here tonight. Thank you very much, Ms. Weinhardt. Henry Roscoe's. Give a little extra time for this holy pass.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back. We're enjoying Educators Night here at the Panthers Hockey Stadium, but as we get looking at this game in the first period, it sure felt like Oregon had the majority of its own time, set up some very, very nice plays. But West, it doesn't take many. If you can get 2 goals to fall, that's a big advantage, and that's where they're at right now.
Yeah, they were able to generate some really good offense. Not as many shots as Oregon had, but the shots they had were really, really good. Right now, I think Oregon's got to go back to their style, which is that quick through the neutral zone, 2 to 3 passes, get it in, dump and chase and cycle. And every time they've tried to do that, West is getting in the way, and the Regents have done a good job at breaking up some of those passes. So at this point, Oregon's just got to keep doing what they do best. Not worry too much about a 1-goal deficit here, because quite honestly, if it isn't for a ring off the iron, it's a 2-2 game. They just need to have faith in their system and keep pushing it forward.
Well, and beyond a doubt, like you said, that shot from Sam Hakes had the net written all over it. He had exactly everything he wanted there. He was in position, the goalie was out of position, and just missed a heartbreaker. But one thing I did notice from the Panthers here, only 1 penalty in that period, and it was, I don't want to say it was ticky-tack, it was a penalty, but it was the sort of penalty that anyone can take. I thought they played very disciplined in that period, and if they could keep going on that, and especially if they can get West into the box, that's going to pay dividends for them.
Right, and what I saw from West was they did not look like they were going to take many penalties. They've been playing real smart, disciplined, mentally strong hockey. The last thing they want to do is find themselves in the box, because again, we see Oregon's power play is so solid. 83%.
Yeah, Oregon kills off penalties at a rate of 83%.
That's right, and their power play is
36.
36 percentage on a power play is pretty darn good. So you don't want to give them any opportunity to get that rolling. So West needs to stay clean, stay smart, and not go into the box. And what Oregon just has to do is keep doing what they've been doing, because they've shown that they have that resilience. And as long as they play their system, they're good.
Absolutely. All right, folks, we've got things squared away. As the Zamboni gets out on the ice here, once they clear the carpet, we're going to go to our pregame interview that we did with Panthers captain, number 17, Lucas Hefty. We've got that coming up for you. Stay tuned.
All right, Coach, a couple questions for you if I can. When you have a team like you have with such obvious chemistry, do you worry that the players get a little too comfortable with the lines and can become a little complacent with their line pairings?
I don't think so. These guys work really hard in practice. They and you're right, there is a lot of chemistry, and they've done a great job of building that up and getting some camaraderie going throughout this season. There's not really any complacency. In fact, they kind of get annoyed when we try to mix things up, so they like where we've put them.
Yeah, and it definitely shows there. Definitely a lot of chemistry there. It seems over the season there have been two speeds for your team. One is just full nonstop, where they're able to move that puck through the neutral zone, get good containment and cycle. And then sometimes where it looks like maybe 2 to 3 players are trying to control the play. Do you ever worry about one person or 2 people trying to carry the whole thing and not playing as a unit?
That's something that last year happened quite a bit with a couple guys trying to carry the play and do it themselves. So we've tried really hard to spread out the contributions that players are making and get a lot of guys on the ice. Not only takes away from tiring guys out throughout games because you only run 1 or 2 lines, but then you get more production out of more players, which is what we've seen this season. So.
Absolutely. Roskis has been solid for you guys in net this season. He always seems relaxed, doesn't seem to get too heated, even when there's a lot of players coming right outside the crease. How impressed are you with his composure and his consistency?
He's been great. He's a senior, so he's got a lot of experience. He's seen a ton of shots over the last few seasons. We've done a better job of keeping pucks away from him this year than we have in the past couple. So he's been just a rock between the pipes, and it's been great to have his experience back there.
Yeah, I know from where we sit, it's always impressive to watch. He's got good side-to-sides. He's great edge work and is explosive off the pipes. It's always good to see that. Looking at the younger part of your roster, who are you looking at this season to make a statement for where they're going to be next season?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We got half the season to go yet. I really like our lone freshman this season, Laszlo Oros. He's done a great job stepping up into a big show, big stage, and not shying away from really anything. We've thrown him to the wolves, and he's stepped up. So as long as he keeps working in the off season and doing the work that he's been doing in games and in practice, he's going to be a stud.
Yeah, he's looked really good in the times we've seen him. Excellent out there. Hefty is an obvious force on the ice and on the bench. I'm sure it's bittersweet to have such a solid competitor as your captain, but remembering that this is his senior year and his last year here, how do you think that affects the rest of the team?
You have turnover every single season, so it's great that he's the leader that he's been and the solid player that he's been. You just got to replace him the next season, and he's going to be a hard guy to replace, but I think we got some of the bodies to do it, so we'll see what happens.
It seems a lot every once in a while he's looking to kind of go for a little bit more of an offensive push in some of his games. Have you been impressed with that?
Very. I love it when Luke rushes the puck. He seems to take control from the blue line, which sets up other offensive chances, so it's been great to have him.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your time, Coach.
Thanks very much.
Back, everybody. Zach Seeloff, Dan Graychuk joining us in the booth here. If you're just joining us, Madison West Regions are visiting the Oregon Panthers. The Regions currently have a 2-1 lead. And Dan, we're going to go down to an interview you did with Lucas Hefty in just a moment. That was Coach Mike Yachman that we just saw. We're going to see Lucas Hefty, number 17, captain on this team. Talk a little bit about what he did in the first period. Some great slap shots, some great defense, a great hip check like we know he can do.
You know, his hip checks that he puts on are great to watch. He lines them up, and it's old-time hockey hip checks. But one of the things he does is he quarterbacks power plays so well. He quarterbacks penalty kills, and he's able to put the body on the body to separate the puck from the carrier. And because of that, he's solid. He's also a threat at the blue line. You put the puck on his stick, he can rifle it in, and that's what you want to see from a big blue liner. Absolutely.
All right, folks, let's go to that interview now. Number 17 and Panthers captain, senior Lucas Hefty, and then we'll be right back. You're watching OCAmedia live on Friday night.
All right, we're here with Lucas Hefty. Lucas, you tend to line people up every so often for a very old school style hip check, which you don't see all that often these days. Do you ever notice that some of the players that have played against you over the years kind of get a little bit worried about going to the outside around you?
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I'm not a super big guy, but maybe after it happens once or twice, they get a little on edge, maybe.
As captain, you have to maintain a level head and set an example for your team. What advice would you give to the next captain of this team?
Just like you said, keeping your head level and staying positive on the bench is a big thing, especially if coach is getting on us. We got to be able to pick each other up. That's a big thing.
Yeah, and definitely when coach is on you, but you also have to be on the players an awful lot. How do you set the tone in the locker room and warm-ups before the game?
Well, it's just, I don't know, honestly. This group of guys, we got really good chemistry together, so it's pretty easy for me to lead. And just making sure everyone's focused up, doing the warm-ups right, and everyone got music in and everything just to get ready before the game.
Speaking of music, which Roscus is the Taylor Swift fan?
Henry's a big Taylor Swift fan. He loves her.
We were wondering the other day who was listening to Taylor Swift, and we had a bet that that's where it was. Who's got the better singing voice?
Well, right now, Henry. Zach doesn't have a voice. He's been sick for the last week and a half. So definitely Henry.
One of the things we notice when you're out on the ice, you all seem to improvise so well, especially on the power plays. You're rotating positions, you're cycling it really well. Do you ever worry, though, with all the setup that you're looking to set up too pretty of a play as opposed to just getting as many pucks on net as you can?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it depends on the team we're playing. Like a really good team like Edgewood, for example, we just got to be more gritty than pretty, and that's pretty much what it comes down to, I think.
Grit and heart are two of the things that I talk about a lot in the broadcast because I think role players are by far the most important on a team. Your finesse and talent players are obviously needed, but the cores always come down to heart and grit. For sure. Who is the heart in your locker room?
Heart in our locker room, I mean, everyone's got a lot of heart this year compared to previous years, and I don't know, Calvin Schneider's got a lot of heart, I'd say. That's one of the reasons he was chose captain. He's just a good kid, and he's always going as hard as he can.
Excellent. Last question. We're going to be interviewing Mr. Verhagen a little bit later. If he wasn't on the ice, do you think he would be involved in bog snorkeling or competitive cheese rolling?
Competitive cheese rolling for sure.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Good luck tonight.
Hi, folks. Welcome back. Friday Night Live here at the Oregon Ice Arena. I'm Zach Seeloff, joined by Dan Graychuk, where the Oregon Panthers are playing host to the Madison West Regents. Madison West leading 2-1, but you and I both talking during the stoppages here. We feel like the Panthers are by no means, not out of this game, that they're actually sort of dominating on the offensive side, and it's just a question of getting those goals to fall.
Yeah, and I think what we're seeing too is a little bit of sluggishness. They did have that game last night. That's going to have a little bit of effect. They don't look tired. They don't look sluggish. But every once in a while, you feel that they're just a little bit off step where they're used to. I don't think that's going to be a big deal. I like their chances here. And what they just need to do is generate the style of game that they can. And listening to Lucas in that interview, that's a pretty mature young man there. And talking about his team, you can tell he's got the respect of his teammates and his coach and vice versa.
And let's put you in the shoes of Coach Yachman right now. You know your team maybe is a little bit behind, a little bit not under the weather, a little bit just their legs are a little bit less than what they would like because they played a game last night. Do you start going a little deeper in your bench? Do you put Andy Ziamek, Soil a chance, Bryce McLeod in, get him a couple of shifts, let your more senior players relax a little bit, not relax, but build their stamina up a little bit and then come back out to the ice later in the period?
If that was part of my original plan going in, yes. If it wasn't, no. I don't want to change anything up. What I'm doing is saying, look, we got 7 shots on goal. They had 5. They've got 2 goals. We've got 1. What we need to do right now is just keep playing our style of game. I don't want to change anything. Maybe after this period we readjust, but right now I think they're where they should be.
Well, and then one last thing. You mentioned shots on goal, and we talked about how many shots Oregon was able to generate last night against Stoughton. 79 shots. Obviously not realistic to assume you're going to get that many in a game. But being held below double digits in this period, is it something where they just want to let a few more fly, see if they can't generate rebounds, or do they want to stick to this plan, go for the killer sort of opportunities that they've been generating?
They always seem to go for those killer opportunities, but we talked about it right before the game. West is a defensive-minded team, and they're going to clog everything up. We saw a lot more blocked shots from the Regents than we did save from Stoughton last night, and because of that, they're not going to generate as many shots. The Regents do a great job of clogging everything up, and because of that, that's going to affect that shot total.
Absolutely. All right, Panthers and Regents hitting the ice here. 17 minutes per period here in the high school game. 3 periods in regulation, and then if we're tied, we'll go to overtime. The West Regents lead this game 2-0 on the strength of 2 unassisted goals. The first of those came from number 9, Drake Baldwin. The second came from number 2, Cole Furman. That was Cole's 4th of the season. That was Drake's 1st of the season, in fact. I had 1 assist, 1 penalty so far this season, but in his career, he's had 32 goals. Nice. So 32 goals as a freshman. and none this season. Makes me think he must have been injured, or that probably more likely I copied down the stats wrong. But in any event, it's going to be Zach Roscos in the face-off circle against Felix Giang. Referee getting everyone together, blows the whistle, and we'll get started on period 2. Face-off comes, remains on the dot. Now it comes out to the Panthers. Gage Shilgen holds and moves it ahead to Calvin Schneider, who dumps that one all the way in. Hustling forward is Elliott Held. They'll pick it up behind his own net. Held nicely back across to Matt, but this one's picked up by Gage Shilgen once again, dumps it in for the Panthers. Calvin Schneider trying to get past Held. He blocks that pass, but Held able to pick it right back up. Circling back now, trying to get this one free. Moves that all the way across, and here come the Regents the other way. Nice outlet pass, but intercepted by Roscos, and he picks this one up. Across to Verhagen in the slot. Coming in is Schneider as well, but they're able to break that chance up and move this one out. Comes off a skate and back into the slot. Hustling is Schneider, but they are able to finally play this out into neutral ice. And how many times have we seen an interception like that go bad for a team playing the Panthers?
Yeah, they are so good at picking off those passes in the offensive zone and moving it forward. Smart plays.
Huge outlet pass to Tyler Damon all alone. Shot, what a save from Boyd Camino, and it's buried by Verhagen. Oh, a killer save from Boyd Camino on the breakaway by Tyler Damon, but Verhagen comes out of nowhere and finishes that one off.
You know, it's something I've talked about every so often. F1, F2, F3. F1 is the first forward in, goes to the net, takes the shot. F2 is the one who looks to follow up the rebound. F3 is the one who goes along the boards to look for the pickup. Verhagen was F2, went in, was able to get that rebound, bury it, 2-2 Oregon.
And just what we talked about, Oregon not only not out of this game, perhaps in control of this game, and we'll see if they can assert that even further. Oregon has that face-off, and here comes Ian Shilgen. Shilgen moves all the way into the corner of the west zone. Nice leave-off for Laszlo Araz. Laszlo around one player, tries to work it toward the goal, and it's blocked up. Regents have this one in his hand up, and a late hit from Tyler Damon. Damon's going to be sent off here as well. We'll see what the initial call is. Damon gets flagged for that late hit, but I think number 3, Connor Huey's going to get whistled for Regents. And boy, that's unfortunate on the part of Tyler Damon. We've seen him do that a couple of times. Could have had a power play, and instead we're going to have even strength.
That's a mental mistake, again, and that's roughing.
Roughing and a high stick against Connor Huey.
Yeah, now you have both captains coming up to try and hear what's going on, try and get explanations. But that's a mental mistake that you have to watch out for. There is absolutely no reason to take a penalty like that right there. You lose a penalty or a power play. And not only that, that's an offensive zone penalty for the Oregon, and that's something you just can't have.
Yep, and the referee does make the signal offsetting penalty, so it will remain 5-on-5 while those two serve their 2 minutes. 15:53 to go. 2-2 is the tie score in the second period of action. Puck remains in the Regent zone. Panthers try and control. Andy Ziemek out there gets this one on along the boards, and now he carries it. Great pass across to Hayden Bell. Comes hard off of Bell's stick. He can't control, and the Regent's able to play it out. What a stop by Andy Ziemek, and regains control for the Panthers. Shilgen has this one now as he comes up along the near side. Great move around one man to the top of the circle. Shot, save, but it's right in the crease. Coming in is Ziemek. He takes out another man, but no signal, and the Regents have this one. Nice cross-ice pass from the Regents, and here they come. Great pass across, but he's going to lose control, picked up by Timberlake. Timberlake to Ziemek, pass is intercepted. Timberlake, though, able to get that one out to the point. Ian Shilgen will have it, and here come the Panthers the other way. Ian Shilgen along the right wing side, back to the other spot. Leaves it off for Ryan Mitchick. Mitchick fires the shot in. Pad save. He's Shilgen right there. Can't get it to go. Mitchick backhand, and it moves to the near side. Strassman in the near corner. Takes a hit up against the wall, but hangs onto the puck. Pulled away from that puck, trying to fight for it. Instead, Mitchick gets it. Mitchick works it towards center. There's Sam Hakes. He can't quite get to it in time. Hakes out to the point. Fires a shot from Bryce McLeod. Misses the cage on the far side. Picked up by Lucas Hefty, who dumps that one back in. Ryan Mitchick going behind the cage, trying to get to this one. Comes all the way out. Gage Shilgen will pick it up in front of the UW Health sign. Dumps it down to Strassman, but the Regents have it. Moving through their own center, and the Regents have a little bit of room. And here they are. They're going to come the other way. Nice carry by number 4, stick lift from Mitchick, and he's able to break that one up. Regents will go for a change as Sam Hakes picks this one. Leaves it for Matt Strassman. Strassman going along the far side. Oh, man, nice job by number 12 to intercept and avoid the offsides penalty. He moves it all the way out to his defensive zone. Nearly intercepted by Strassman. Again, nearly intercepted by Mitchick. Boy, the Regents are living dangerously here.
Yeah, and again, you don't want to be like this with Oregon because they are opportunistic. They will pick off those passes, and they will make you pay.
Gage Shilgen with the outlet pass to Matt Strassman. Strassman to Mitchick. Mitchick a shot. Glove save, and he covers it up. Wayne Camino having a little trouble with the rebound control.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. Camino's having a hard time controlling that puck. It's getting into him, and he's not able to pull it together. It's falling out of his glove, and that's given up some opportunities here. He's let some big rebounds. He's got to do a little bit better of a job controlling that puck.
14:02 to go in the second period. Still a tie score, 2-2 after the tremendous Alex Verhagen goal. It's going to be Zach Roscos, the lineman over here at the penalty box. Not sure what happened in there, but he comes back. It'll be Zach Roscos taking on Cole Furman in the face-off spot. Panthers win that one. Verhagen trying to get it across. Nice play by Hayden Bell with the hand, but here come the Regents. The Regents might have a 3-on-2 if they can pick this one up. Instead, they dump it in. It's going to be Carson Timberlake gathering it. Oh, my goodness. They both go down hard and nearly a dangerous move. The puck had come off. Boy, two guys face first into the wall. Carson Timberlake for the Panthers and Charlie Cutting for the Regents. Both of them look okay, though, and we'll get the net recentered.
Yeah, Roscos there putting his glove up saying, look, the net's way off. We need to get a whistle. And again, the Regents have not been too dominant on the faceoff circle. Oregon seems to be pulling them all their way.
Cole Furman against Zach Roscos. In this case, Cole does win that one. To 19, fires a shot, misses to the right side, and Roscos covers. And a little bit of pushing and shoving here after the fact.
Yeah, and that's something
going to settle it down.
That's something they need to avoid. And getting a chance to talk to some of the leaders on the team, my guess is anybody who's pushing and shoving is going to hear it from Hefty.
I think so. Face-off once again is going to feature Cole Furman against Zach Roscos. Puck comes, it's controlled by Roscos, but a backhand shot comes in and forehand shot. Two great saves from Henry Roscos. Trying to move that one across. The body's piling up here on the near side. Verhagen trying to get that puck out. It's under one of the guys that has fallen down. He can't get up as he gets hacked and hacked as people go for that puck. Puck finally comes out. It works all the way into the slot. What a kick save from Roscos. Great reaction there. Verhagen in the corner trying to move that puck up high. Battling for it are three different Panthers. It comes toward the slot. Broken up by Schneider. Bell can't handle it, though, and it's going to be grabbed, in this case, by Drake Baldwin. Baldwin had the first goal for the Regents unassisted early in the first period. Battling in the corner there. Zach Roscos fighting him, and he's going to be able to get this one along the near side boards. Trying to move it ahead to Verhagen. Instead, it's stopped up by number 3, Connor Huey. Comes all the way out, and this will be dumped in by the Regents on net. Easily saved. Boy, Roscos had a couple of killer saves on that possession.
Yeah, and again, he's able to keep his composure, and because of that, we stay at 2-2.
Puck right at the blue line now. Regents control. They move it across, and they're going to move this one in the person of Connor Huey. Huey dumps it all the way down. 12:48 to go in the second period as Carson Timberlake picks this one up. Trying to move it forward to Schneider, but it's intercepted by the Regents. They continue to battle. This one comes to the hash marks over the net on a great pickup on the hash marks there from the Regents, but this one will be flipped out by Verhagen and gathered at the center line by the Regents. Regents play this one back in, intercepted by Verhagen, though, and Verhagen dumps it in. Going to go for a change here is Oregon as it's picked up by the Regents in their own defensive zone. Calvin Schneider delivers a nice hit there, and at center ice battling for it is Connor Huey, and Huey fights his way through, stops up and finally loses the edge. Gage Shilgen loses it too near the Zamboni door. He continues to battle for the puck as it remains right in the far corner. Fighting hard there against number 10, Riley Lanham. Lanham circles back around into center. Number 12 has a chance. He can't hold on to it. Andy Ziemek with that puck. Pops up high. Verhagen chops it down, and they move it out as the Regents go for a line change. Coming in is Dean Furman. He loses control. Tries to slap it across, but instead it's picked up by Andy Ziemek. Ziemek fires it in, and it's going to be an icing call. Tried to get Laszlo to bat it out of the air. Not able to do it.
Yeah, no, that's a tough one. But again, he saw that lane, wanted to see if they could make something happen. Just a little bit out and get the icing. But again, you got a little bit of confusion from both sides here. They weren't able to get it too far across the blue line in either direction. But Roscos did have to make a couple big saves there. Each team's looking solid.
Ian Shilgen wins that faceoff for the Panthers. Can't get it out past the point, though, and the Regents hold it in the Panthers zone. Trying to get this one through. Great slap by Laszlo Araz, and he moves that one all the way down in the Regents zone. This one will be carried by Devin Huey. Huey moves it up. Trying to get that one out. It's going to come right to the Panthers. Panthers chip it, held by the Regents, but immediately picked back up by Ziemek. Across to Lucas Hefty. Hefty ahead to Araz, and Araz is going to gain the zone. Tries to hit the cross-side pass to Ziemek. Ziemek trying to get the angle for the shot. He can't do it. Lucas Hefty instead going to carry that one out to the point. It's swatted, and they're going to have to hustle here. Gage Shilgen tailed by one of the Regents, but he's able to pick it up and wisely moves behind his own net. Gets that one forward. It's going to come to Laszlo Araz. Araz tries to move that one out. Instead, it's held by the Regents. They move that one into center. Try to turn and fire. It's going to be covered by Henry Roscos, and he'll get on top.
A rare miscue there on some passing there. Again, they moved it out so well. They wanted to get that cross-ice pass and get that heavy shot coming from the top of that far circle, but they just couldn't get the look they wanted, and they came in transition, but they had a hard back check to make sure that Roscos didn't have to save them.
Drake Baldwin against Sam Hakes in the faceoff circle. Baldwin controls single-handedly as he moves to the top of the circle. Stick lift from Hakes, though, doesn't let him move that pass across, and here comes Matt Strassman. Strassman tries to go through a Regent. He can't do it, and the puck held and neutralized by the Panthers. Panthers get that one in. It comes all the way into the Regent zone with 10:52 to go in this second period. Stopped up by Elliott Held. Held challenged by the Panthers as he tries to move this one out. Gets it across to Max Frey. Frey all the way back, and here come the Regents through their own center. Great kick, a huge hit from Ryan Mitchick, and this one dumped back in. Mitchick hustling, trying to get it there at the Grape Clip sign. The Regents will be able to dump it out, and we've talked about Mitchick before, a big hitter for the Panthers.
Yeah, and he does such a good job of separating the puck from the body, and that's exactly what he did there. Big hit.
Timberlake has this one. He'll move it all the way up to Matt Strassman, who picks it up in front of the scorer's table. He was behind the red line there, and that'll be the icing call. I bet he thought he was a little bit farther forward.
Yeah, he looked a little surprised by that, but again, sometimes you lose position of where you are out there. Again, you're going to take those ices every once in a while. I think they just need to settle down a bit. They're generating the chances they want. They're getting some good looks. They're playing a solid game.
Zach Roscoe's taking on Cole Furman in the faceoff dot. Roscoe's fighting as the puck remains on the dot. Nobody has it. Now the Regents get it. What a save from Roscoe's on a fire of a shot from Edwin Jiang. All the way across to Calvin Schneider. Schneider can't get it past Furman, but this one does come out. The Regents, though, able to play it all the way towards the penalty box, and they'll slap this one back down. Roscoe's going to stop it up. He'll leave it for Gage Children. Gage has that one, tries to get the pass. Instead, it comes towards the hash mark. Backhand shot, hit the post! Another post shot once again. 9:53 to go, still tied 2-2 in the second period. They're moving back toward the hash marks. Instead, Verhagen gets it to Schneider. What a tap by Schneider, and here he goes one-on-one. Loses the edge, tries to move it through, immediately gets back up and leaves it for Roscoe's. Roscoe's fires the shot, can't get it past the defense. That one was blocked up. Hefty coming in, and he's going to chat this one. No, he can't get to it, and Gage Children will have to pick it up for Oregon defensively. Gage ahead to number 10, Zach Roscoe's. Roscoe's takes a big hit from number 10, Riley Lanham, and this one picked up by Connor Huey. Huey dumps it in, 9:23 to go in the second period. Puck behind the Oregon cage. Gage Children tries to rim it there, but it's going to be stopped. No, they lose it, but picked up by Devin Huey. Huey back down to number 9, Drake Baldwin. Drake gets this one across. Nice pass across. They're working toward the faceoff spot. Blocked by Lucas Hefty, and Calvin Schneider there. He can't get it, though. Gage Children's going to have to fight for it. Children leaves it off. It's picked up by Connor Huey. Huey across into the center. No good as his man went down. And now picked up by Baldwin once again. Baldwin at the blue line leaves off for Max Frey. Frey working in, fires a shot, blocked by Roscoe's. Comes down to number 18, Joe Clark. Clark in the corner, hassled by Lucas Hefty. The puck down low there, and they're continuing to go for it. Roscoe's gets it past everybody, and Verhagen's going to hustle for this one. He's got a chance, but it looks like it might be icing, and it is. Had just enough juice to get past the end line.
Yeah, a couple uncharacteristic miscues here in the Oregon zone. When they're looking to pass it out, they didn't have an open lane, and they ended up putting it on a Regents stick. But they did a good job of keeping the Regents to the outside, not letting them get in too deep. And the one shot that comes in, Roscus is able to stop it in a pretty save.
Face-off controlled by the Panthers in the Regents zone. Laszlo trying to get this one ahead. Battling for it, Lacroix, Ian Children. Here comes Damon. 2-on-1 with Ian. Across to Ian, he can't gather the pass, but he'll be able to pick this one up. Gets it towards center, a blocker save as Damon battles behind the net. Great play ahead by Elliot Held. Gets it to one of his teammates, and Held is going to be able to pick it up off of the teammate, and a killer cross-ice pass to number 12, Hedikin. Hedikin's got that one as he moves behind the net, looking to get this one back into center, circles all the way around, back out to 20. 20 gets one in, a block! It's right in front, everyone going for it! Right in front, and a score! Oh, a heartbreaker for the Panthers. It was sitting a foot in front of the crease. Nobody could get to it. Finally, somehow, and I couldn't see who, somebody on West is able to lift it up and over Henry Roscoe's, give him a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, they were living on borrowed time there. We've seen 2 hit pipes in this period. That one hit that far pipe, and then Roscus was almost handcuffed. He just couldn't get forward to get the cover. There were too many bodies. But I want to see how Roscus reacts to this. To being down by a goal here, we need to make sure he keeps his composure, and this is where you can tell the character of a team.
Absolutely. Face-off will come now. The Regents lead 3-2 in the second period. 8:07 to go. It's going to be Sam Hakes against Cole Furman. Furman wins back one for the Regents, and they'll move this one ahead. Gage Children picks it up ahead to Matt Strassman, and Strassman will dump this in as the Panthers give chase. Picked up by Held. Held turns around. He goes down hard along with Strassman in the corner. Battling are the Panthers and the Regents. Strassman fighting, trying to get that puck. He's got Sam Hakes with him as he moves this one to the far side. Mitchell goes for it, can't get it. Hakes able to pick this one up. Turns, fires, can't get it to go. Swing and a miss from Strassman. Nearly had the rebound goal. Nice pass ahead by the Regents, and here come the Regents the other way. Carried by number 8, Cutting fires that one high and over the cage, and this one will be stopped up by Edwin Jiang. Jiang loses control. Wine and a drive from the blue line. Stick save. Backhand chance from number 8. Gloved by Roscoe's, and he was right in position. Charlie Cutting had a good swat at it, and a little bit of a late talking here, but the referees separate.
Yeah, he came in real close to Roscoe's, and then there were 3 Panthers that just kind of came out of nowhere. smart play from the Regents to take a shot hard from the blue line. They knew they weren't going to be able to set up too many passes, take the hard shot, get a scoring chance.
Zach Roscoe's going to be taking on Connor Huey in the faceoff dot. Roscoe wins that one back to Gage Shilton. Shilton goes down and he plays it forward. Hand is up, and we're going to get a tripping call. Gage Shilton was badly tripped there as he went face down. And so now the Panthers a golden opportunity to retie this game. As heading to the box is number 10, Riley Lanham. Panthers will have a 2-minute power play with 7:21 to go in the second period.
And you look at the bodies that are out there for this power play, and again, this can be real special to watch, the way they move that puck. Let's look for them to make a statement.
Roscoe's against Huey once again, the face-off circle, this time in the far side of the Regents zone. Puck won by the Regents. They're going to try and gulp this one out. They do. Great backhand by Drake Baldwin. He plays it all the way out. Roscoe's will stop it up and leave it for Lucas Hefty.
Yeah, Hefty's the quarterback of this power play, and he's got that hard, heavy shot, but he's not scared to skate it up either.
Hefty ahead to Calvin Schneider. Schneider will gain the zone along the right wing side. Schneider working in. He's forced all the way behind the cage. Continues to battle as he has the puck. Going to leave this one off. Great leave off for Alex Verhagen. Verhagen works his way in, backhanding it into center. Lucas Hefty right there, can't get it through the defense, and the defense able to play this one away. And now they're hustling for it. Connor Huey going, but he's going to go for a change. This will be picked up by Timberlake. Timberlake's pass broken up. A nice break up there by number 8, Charlie Cutting. But Timberlake will be able to reset. Minute 17 to go on the penalty, 6:36 to go in the second period.
Yeah, right now the Regents are doing a really good job of forechecking and causing a lot of disruption in the neutral zone.
Timberlake gains the zone on the opposite side here, fighting along the far side. Zach Roscoe's trying to get that puck. He picks this one up, trying to get it down to Schneider. Schneider battling to the faceoff dot. Shot in the pad, save. Back into the far corner, picked up by Roscoe's. Roscoe's to Schneider down low. Schneider back to Roscoe's. Swapping positions as he gives it up to Schneider. Back to Roscoe's. They move that one toward the net. Can't get it to go. Picked up by 19. He fires it high off of his man. Hit Verhagen and up into the safety net. We'll have a face-off.
Yeah, and right now I don't think they were too happy with the matchups they were getting there, and they weren't able to get the kind of penetration and cycling that they want to see. So right now what I think they're going to do is change it up a little bit, try and get some of the fresh legs out, and look to move that puck a little bit better.
I think number 2, Cole Furman, skated off the bench for the Regents, fell down twice. Looks like he might have broken a blade.
Yeah, it looks to me like that he's got a skate issue there.
So they'll have to swap in a new man very quickly. Ian Shilton has that, and he gets it all the way out to Timberlake. Timberlake in a high slot shot. Coming in is 15, Laszlo. Laszlo can't get to it, but they retain possession. Tyler Damon at the top of the circle, off to Gage at the point. Back to Timberlake at the opposite point. Back to Shilton. Shilton to Damon on the outside hash marks and back up to the point now. Working this one down low. Oh, a nice tap, and here come the Regents. They're hustling. Defensive Carson Timberlake coming back hard. They're going to push hard. Nice pass across by number 5, Felix Gian, to keep the possession alive for the Regents. Only 18 seconds to go on the penalty, but now Tyler Damon has a breakaway. All alone behind the defense. Backhand shot. What a save from Blake Camino. Stops up the breakaway chance, and the Regents able to clear it. Oh, my goodness.
That was a great move. He goes backhand, forehand, but Camino was going to have none of it. Got that big toe out there and was able to make that save.
The penalty over, both teams full strength, and Adam Buencamino keeps his team in the lead on an amazing stop on the second Tyler Damon breakaway. Damon intercepts the pass, leaves it off for Mitchell. Mitchell can't hold it, and instead number 9, Drake Baldwin, will pick this one up, throws it all the way out, and it's going to be Hayden Bell controlling for the Panthers. Bell all the way across to Ryan Mitchell. Mitchell fighting in the corner ahead of the penalty boxes, but he loses control, and Connor Huey picks it up for the Regents. He's got number 10 across. No, picked up by Sam Hakes, and here comes Hakes the other way. Hakes has got a 3-on-2 if he can hustle. Now the Regents get back. Hakes fires the shot, misses the cage, and it comes behind. Hakes battling there, tries to get into center. He takes a huge hit against the wall and goes down. Pops up immediately, though, and this puck is going to come hard. That should come in for icing. And indeed it does.
Yeah, that you saw a lot of end-to-end action there, especially with that breakaway on that power play. That's where you get to see the speed of some of these forwards, and that was just an impressive gear that I don't think we've seen from him before, where he just blew past 2 Regents, and now it looks like we got the skate fixed, or maybe not.
Skates back off again. Number 2, Cole Furman, just cannot get that thing to work. Face off in the Regents zone. Regents tap it all the way to the far corner. Matt Strassman trying to get that one for the Panthers. Battling in the corner, the Regents have it as they try and work it out. Nice job to tap it back into center, but they're able to clear this one. Hayden Bell can't get it, and here they come. They've got a 2-on-1 developing as Felix Jiang has the puck. Moves it across, shot, what a save! Henry Roscoe stands tall. 15 in the slot, shot, misses to the right side of the cage. All the way over, number 6 picks it up. He'll flick that one all around. It's Polkerbeck. Polkerbeck with a shot to score! Oh, and a deflection shot. That was going up into the rafters. It hit somebody's shoulder or an elbow, deflected down into the corner.
Yeah, and that's a killer for Roskus after that huge save that he just made. To have a goal go in like that. But again, that's why you take the shot. You never know what's going to happen when you get some traffic in front of your goaltender. You look for those rebounds, you look for your deflections, and now what you look for is the character of the team. How do they respond being down by 2 when, in a lot of ways, they've been dominant in this period?
And you see Calvin Schneider skates over, has a talk with his goaltender, keeping him in the game. 4-2, though, the lead for Madison West with 4:02 to go in this second period. Lucas Hefty has the puck for the Panthers. He moves it all the way across to his D partner, Gabe Shilgen. Shilgen ahead to Schneider. Schneider cuffed very high up there. Surprised there's no call. Looked like a high stick, but Verhagen will gain the zone. Ahead to Hefty. Hefty in the slot. Instead, Roscoe now has it and moves it into the corner. 3:45 to go in the second period. Regions pick that loose puck up. This one's going to come all the way out, but Lucas Hefty has it. Boy, Schneider took a tough shot there in front of the benches.
Yeah, that one looked a little high. It looked like some head contact, and that's something that always makes me worry.
All right, puck comes back into the Panthers zone. It'll be picked up by Lucas Hefty as the Regents go for a 4-man change here. Hefty lifts that one very high, goes past everybody, and we'll get an icing call.
Yeah, again, that seemed like they got the stick a little bit high and almost a cross check towards the head. I guess I'm a little surprised I didn't see an arm go up on that one, but again, it's hard to say when there's so much happening there.
Faceoff will be down in the Panther zone off of the icing call. It's going to be Zach Roscoe's taking on Connor Huey in the faceoff dot. Linesman gets everyone together. Puck drops. This one remains on the dot, carried away now by the Panthers. Hayden Bell has that one. He's going all the way to the far side. Bell skating very nicely. What a pass to Calvin Schneider. Schneider moves that one across to the slot. Shot blocker save. It's down low. Zach Roscoe tries the backhand shot, and the puck is off. Roscoe's trying to play that one in the pack of Wayne Camino. An excellent attempt and a great shot from Schneider, but another killer save.
Yeah, Schneider's been doing some nice moves, moving it through legs and moving it through some of the defenders there. And I think if that net did not come off there, they would have generated 1 to 2 more really nice opportunities.
An unfortunate breakup for the Panthers, but we'll see if they can't keep things going here. Ian Shilgen in the faceoff dot against Connor Huey. We're in the Regents zone on the far side. Referee's going to send Connor Huey out here. Huey pleading his case, but no dice. And instead, we'll get him replaced with number 8, Charlie Cutting. Cutting wins that one back for the Regents, and they're able to carry it away. Max Frey has it behind his own net, looking for what he can do with it. Hits Connor Huey on the opposite side. A great cross-ice pass, broken up by Carson Timberlake. Oh, and number 10 leaves without the puck. Forgot to bring it along with him. And now Carson Timberlake will have this. Tried to hit 22 Ian Shilgen on a great pass. Shilgen, though, was turned the wrong way, and we'll get the icing call.
Yeah, again, a little bit of, your eyes get big, you see that open lane, and you want to move that puck all the way over. They just weren't able to get it.
Sounded like a pipe or something fell on the ice here. I don't see any damage.
Sounded like over in the area over there on concrete.
Nobody hurt, but over there by the far side of the stands, but hopefully the building doesn't collapse around us. Ian Shilgen in the faceoff dot, trying to win it for the Panthers. Instead, it's controlled by the Regents there in the Panthers zone. They play that one out unintentionally. Nearly had an offsides, but here comes Tyler Damon with another opportunity. Damon to the faceoff dot, just above the cage. Can't get it to go. Hayden Bell holds the zone. No. They're going to call him offsides, and we'll get the neutralized faceoff.
Damon's got the fire tonight. He's looking to get as many shots as he can, and that one did not miss by much.
He had that early offsetting penalty, we know, that came after the West penalty. I think he's looking to atone for that, and boy, is he playing his heart out tonight.
Absolutely, and that was a rocket.
Sam Hakes against Felix Giang in the faceoff circle. Regents able to carry this one forward. That's Schuyler Hidgen. Gets this one into the zone, pushed down by Lucas Hefty. Losing control, but the great job by the Panthers. Ryan Mitchell able to play that one out of the zone, even from his chest. Lucas Hefty now has this one in his own slot. Moves across the offensive player, and he's going to carry this one into the zone. He's going to have to circle back around here as Sam Hakes gets it. No, we've got a potential 2-on-1 developing. Regents got it. Nice breakup by Gage Shilgen. He has it again, fires the shot, hits the backside of the net. Right in the slot, they have it again. Another shot, stick save, and the puck comes out. Sam Hakes has that one there on the far side, trying to lift it out to Ryan Mitchell. Mitchell, a great cross-ice pass, and here comes Matt Strassman. Strassman gets past everybody to the hash mark. Shot! Oh, and a save, but we're going to get a hand up. Broken up with a hook, and this might be a penalty shot.
No, they're not going to give him the penalty shot, but they should have. He was clean past them. That was a penalty from behind. That was an obvious scoring opportunity. That was this close to being a penalty shot.
Oh man, what a play from Matt Strassman. Great hustle, and he ends up earning his team a 2-minute power play with 1:50 to go. This will last 10 seconds into the third period. We're in the second period right now. Madison West leads the Oregon Panthers 4-2. Face off in the Madison West zone. West trying to clear it out. The Panthers battling along the near side. Zach Roscos in to fight for it. It's trapped in the knees of a different player. Comes through into the slot, but played away by Max Held. Held blocked up by Calvin Schneider. Schneider fighting in the corner along with Roscos. Schneider trying to get this one through. He gets control of it, but West picks it up, and West fires it all the way out. It'll be Lucas Hefty having to gather that one up with 1:38 to go on the penalty. Hefty behind his own cage. He'll get his team reset here as they glide forward. Ahead to Calvin Schneider. Schneider get that one across to Roscos. Broken up, though, by West. And a bit of an odd sequence there from the Panthers. Usually they have a much better look to their breakout. West easily able to stop that.
Yeah, they don't seem to be getting the setups that they're looking for and what they're wanting. And I don't think they're used to this kind of forecheck that they're getting.
Very aggressive forecheck from West, but a nice pass to Verhagen breaks that up. And here comes Verhagen to the top of the circle. Stops up, and he'll get his team set up as he moves across. Leaves it for Hefty. No, it's broken up, and we might have a charge here. Coming is number 19, Max Frey. Frey hit by Hefty. He can't hold it. Sot, and a save. Great job by Lucas Hefty to delay him enough, and then Roscos right in position makes the save.
Yeah, Hefty was a little bit out of gas there. A bad little short pass over in the zone, which the Regents are able to capitalize on. Used his body to really separate them from the puck and stop that scoring chance. Roscos with that big paddle on the ice. Nothing's getting past that.
56 seconds to go on the penalty, 47 seconds to go in the period. Ian Shiljan against number 9, Drake Baldwin. Baldwin wins that one back for the Regents. They'll play it into neutral ice. Carried by Furman. Furman lifts that one forward. Instead, it'll be picked up by Hayden Bell. Bell off the wall, gets it to Laszlo Araz. Araz back across, misses everybody, and it's going to be Ian Shiljan picking that one back up. He'll circle around. 40 seconds to go on the penalty now. It's going to change direction, go all the way behind his own net, looking for a way to get this one forward. Here he comes hustling as Lanham loses control, and Shiljan's going to carry that one into the zone, to the top of the circle, back to the faceoff dot, loses control behind the net. Hit against the net, and the Regents pick it up right there. Able to fire this one out, and one and done, didn't even get a shot on that opportunity.
Yeah, you know, that's something you worry about seeing when somebody is trying to take it from one end to the other. You've got to use some of your players there. You had some lanes. They really kind of squandered a chance there.
1 second to go, and this should be the end of the period. And so there'll be about 10 seconds to go on the penalty when we come back in the third period, but effectively the Regents have killed that one off.
Yeah, and again, that last roll, sometimes it makes a lot of sense to move that puck backwards as opposed to forward. A lot of times people just want to move that puck forward, but you want to get the right look. He came back and held it and then took it all the way up and then loses it just before the goal line. And that's going to be an issue. You've got to look to get some outlet passes. Right now, Oregon's down by 2. They've got to play their style of game, keep their composure, play smart hockey.
Heartbreaker on that, especially that fourth goal.
Yeah.
That puck was headed towards Mars. I mean, that he had gotten way too far under it, and just someone's outstretched arm or elbow deflects it down. Nothing Roscos can do, and in a tight game to lose one like that, I think can make you feel like it's just not your game.
Absolutely, especially when a minute before you have that great breakaway that Camino's able to stop. Comes back the other way, and then Roscos makes that big side-to-side save, and you think, great, we're out of trouble, and they get it to the point, take a weird shot, takes a weird bounce, and goes into the net. You've got to let that get past you. You can't stay focused on that. Just play your game, keep going forward, and good things will happen.
I think we're definitely seeing a bit of exhaustion on the part of the Panthers players. They don't have the speed we're used to seeing, and we've seen individual bouts of speed. Tyler Damon is on meth or something today. I mean, he's really hustling hard, but a lot of the players just seem to be just a little half step sort of out of sync, a little half step slow compared to what we're used to seeing.
You know, I don't know if that's fatigue. There have been a couple times where we've seen them come out like that, where they always seem to have that weird little, I remember the first game I did with you here, they seemed to be just a step off, and then that second half of that second period, they started to gel together, become a lot better. So you got to wonder, what kind of team are we going to see in the third period? Is it going to be the team with their pedal down, going just 90 miles an hour? Or is it going to be that slow team that's missing some passes? I hope it's the former, not the latter. But again, it's hard to say what we're going to see.
All right, folks, we've got a great game going here. 4-2 is the lead for the Madison Regents, but we've got a full period of hockey left. Don't go anywhere for right now. We're going to send you down to another pregame interview we did. Alex Verhagen, number 9, is going to be the interview that we'll go to. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
This program is made possible in part with support from our generous sponsors. Oregon Community Bank. Feel good banking. William R. Torhorst and Associates, your hometown insurance agency that's doing big things. Stoughton Hospital, Oregon Urgent Care and Sports Medicine Clinic. Trusted care close to home. Maria's Pizza, a little slice of Italy right here in Oregon. The Oregon Chamber of Commerce, promoting, informing, connecting, and advocating for local businesses and the community of Oregon. A special thanks to the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Please consider being a part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. OCAmedia wishes to thank the Oregon School District for its ongoing support.
At Oregon Community Bank, our purpose for over 38 years has been to serve our customers. Our goal is to help them improve their financial lives with innovative banking products and services, coupled with unparalleled customer service. Doing banking the right way, bringing our skills and expertise to improve the financial stability to individuals and businesses is how we have grown. We call this Feel Good Banking. So give us a call. Drop into one of our convenient branches or connect online at OregonCommunityBank.com. Feel good about banking again.
Here at the Oregon Community Center, the Regents are ahead 4-2 going into this third and final period. Dan, we know the Panthers are coming out. They're going to have 10 seconds to go power play. Not much time to get anything done with that. But in terms of getting those last two goals, we talked about a little bit at the top of the broadcast, the Baraboo Portage game about a month ago. They were down 2-0. They were really beaten by Baraboo throughout much of that game. And then suddenly, with about 8 minutes left, everything just started clicking. They fired in a power play goal, then they fired in an even strength goal with 51 seconds to go to force overtime, which they eventually won. Do you foresee something like that happening here? Can they make that happen again, like make lightning strike twice?
It is possible. I mean, we talked with Verhagen before the game, and that was one of the things we talked about, and that was a huge turning point, I think, for this team in this season. They hadn't dealt with a lot of adversity up until that point, and right now they are. They, without a question, have to take these 10 seconds, at least get penetration into the offensive zone and try to get one of those cycles going. Their passes are just a little bit off, and if they can get those passes to be a little bit tighter, I think we can see some more shots. Take advantage of can't say his name right now. Camino. He's not been controlling the puck well when it comes in, giving up some big rebounds. They need to take advantage of that. But that's what they have to do at this point.
One thing I'm seeing from West that a lot of teams can't do against the Panthers is they're getting down very low. They're getting below the hash marks. They're crashing against Henry Roscoe's. They're really fighting for it. They haven't actually generated goals that way so much. They did one, but a lot of their goals have come from the outside. But those sorts of plays are always dangerous. What can the Panthers defense do to adjust, try and keep them on the outside and keep those outside shots from being lower percentage?
Take away time and space. When you're giving players at the point 5-10 feet, they have options at that point. That gives them the chance to look around and see where they can move that puck to. Take away that time and space. Keep pressure on them, because that's going to force them to make some mistakes and they're going to look to get some of those turnovers that Oregon is so opportunistic with, and we've seen them so many times make other teams pay when you take away their time and space.
Lastly, Henry Roscoe's. He's only given up 4 goals as far as I can recall just once in that Edgewood game, and that was at the very end of the game. So now he's sitting here after 2 periods having given up 4. I think his play has been outstanding, but does that get in your head as a goaltender? Is that something he needs to worry about?
You know, I'm impressed with Roscoe's. He does not look shaken. He does not look flustered. Even after that last goal, he skated from side to side, which you'll see goalies do. I think he's not rattled at all. I think he's calm and comfortable.
Alrighty.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah. So the face-off is going to come here. The Panthers are going to put Zach Roscoe's in the circle. It's going to be Connor Huey from the Madison West Regents. Linesman drops the puck, and it's controlled by the Regents. They flick it down, immediately intercepted by the Panthers. Lucas Hefty ahead to Verhagen. Verhagen taps it off the wall, but it's picked right back up by the Regents. Verhagen stops it, though, at the bench. Nice job. And this one will be regathered by Carson Timberlake. Penalty expired. Both teams full strength. Only 10 seconds had left to go on that one. Carson Timberlake has the puck in his own zone, ahead to Calvin Schneider. Schneider moves this one back to Hefty, and Hefty will look to carry this one forward. Nowhere to go with the pass, so instead he stick handles. Gets that one across nicely to Verhagen, and Verhagen to the top. Gets it to Schneider, just out of Schneider's reach, though, and it comes to the wall. Roscoe's able to pick it up there. He'll move this one back out to Hefty at the point. Hefty with a wrist shot, deflected, and nearly a score, deflected by the Regents, but Verhagen picks it up. Tries to swat it in, can't get it past the defense, but Timberlake able to play it down. Schneider moving to the high slide along the blue line. What a stop by number 9. Drake Baldwin gets in the way and breaks that one up. Panthers have to check up on the delayed offside. Great play there defensively.
Oh, yeah, and then they go ahead and make another happy fan all the way down under the bleachers. Now, they won't get a penalty in this game like in higher levels. But again, what we saw there was they were getting that type of passing, those quick little passes through the legs, quick little deke moves. They want to keep doing that to generate their offensive game.
Ian Shilton in the face-off circle against Felix Jiang. Felix wins that one, and he moves it all the way back to Max Gray. Gray across to number 12, Tyler Hedican. Hedican, though, intercepted by Hefty. Hefty misses the cage to the right side all the way over to Tyler Damon there. Damon loses control. Gage Shilton fires and a stick save from Wayne Camino. All the way across, Hefty now in the high slot. Looking for the wrist shot. Fires the shot and saved. Great cover by Wayne Camino. Gallons it up.
Yeah, and part of that was he was able to track that shot all the way in. You want to kind of look for that deflection so you stay off to the side. But if you can get into the goaltender's vision, stop him from tracking it, that gives you a much better chance at either a bigger rebound or just a flat-out goal.
Ian Shilton versus Cole Furman in the face-off dot. Regents come hard, very hard, and Edwin Jiang carrying that one as he hustles into the Panther zone. Jiang moves over towards the face-off dot, now behind the cage. They try for the deflection by number 9, can't get it to go, Drake Baldwin. Panthers move this one up, an ill-advised pass, though, and it'll be stopped up by the Regents. Regents now have a 3-on-3. Try and get that one through a deflection and played away by the stick. That one hit off the inside of Carson Timberlake. Great stick save from Roscoe, so on the reaction play. Puck held by Hayden Bell in his own zone. He moves that one behind the cage where Timberlake will pick it up. Timberlake rims it to Tyler Damon. Damon's going to try and play this one through. Instead, the Regents are able to knock it back down. 15-11 to go in the third and final period. The Regents lead this one 4-2. Pushed down is number 15, Laszlo. Shot comes in and it misses to the left side. Damon's got that puck. He leaves it off for nobody, in fact, and the Regents will pick that one back up. Hayden Bell now coming in. Carson Timberlake trying to carry this one away. Pass ahead to Damon, but it'll be picked up once again by the Regents, and the Panthers really struggling to clear the zone here.
Yeah, they're essentially right now, Oregon's having the same kind of thing that they do to teams done to them.
Absolutely. The Regents have the puck now. It's picked up by Max Frey. He's in the neutral zone. Great entrance past number 3, Connor Huey. Huge hit from Hayden Bell, though, and this will generate an opportunity for the Panthers. Carrying that puck, trying to launch all the way through is Timberlake. He gets past everybody and moves into the corner. Huey delivers a check of his own to Timberlake, and this one's carried by Frey. Dropped off into the corner and hustling forward is Carson Timberlake. He's got a couple of men to get this pass to if he can fight for the puck. Plays it down low, tries to get into the Sam Peaks in the center, can't do it. Frey has that puck, he kicks it all the way along. It'll be picked up by Drake Baldwin. Baldwin's got a man across, great job to hit him. That's number 10, Riley Lanham. Lanham has that puck now, hustling is Strassman. Pass across, oh man! What a setup with Drake Baldwin. They couldn't get it to go though. Mitchell plays this one forward. He takes a hit for his trouble, looking for the interference call, but they're not going to get it. Battling in the corners. Hakes trying to fight for this one. Nice pick up by Mitchell to the top of the circle. Fires the shot in. It's picked up by 17. Doesn't make it to the goalie. Puck now in the corner, held by Felix Jiang. Jiang moves around one man. He's going to try and carry this one out. No, stopped up by Mitchell. Mitchell back in the low slot. Backhand shot and a glove save from Wayne Camino. Ryan Mitchell, a man on a mission on that possession.
And that's that grit of the team and the heart of the team. And what we saw there was Camino's aggressiveness pay off. He was so far out that big glove was able to stop everything. But I'm surprised we didn't get that interference call down here in neutral zone.
Still 4-2 in favor of the Madison West Regents. 13:43 to go in the third and final period. Puck goes back behind the net. Regents battling for it there against Zach Roscoe. Roscoe's trying to pick it up. A couple of Regents challenging him. Calvin Schneider assisting. Regents finally come away with this one. Poked by Roscoe's, but it'll be stopped up by Verhagen. Verhagen rifles one back in and hits the skate and moves to the far side. Roscoe stumps that one forward. It's going to be carried by number 12, Tyler Hedican. Hedican's pass is no good, and it'll be picked up by Verhagen at his own blue line. Moves to settle this one down. Hits Calvin Schneider on a pass. What a move past his man, and now he's got a 2-on-2 chance. Here comes Calvin Schneider to the top of the circle. That one's poked up, but Roscoe's following. Instead, Hefty will have to regather. He'll have to come out of the zone. His teammates will have to check up on the delayed offsides. Oh, I thought he didn't see him coming. Instead, he circles back around. Good vision there, and moves it to Verhagen. Verhagen gains the zone with Roscoe's across. Tries to get it to Roscoe's. Great interception by Cole Furman, and Furman for the Regents has this one, trying to get through. He'll dump that one in, let his team go for a change as this one's stopped up by Roscoe's, leaves it for Gage Shilton. 12:47 to go. A big collision there. No call once again. And the Panthers continue to battle for it. Damon loses that one in his skates, but it's going to be an offsides warning as we fight here. This one will be picked up at the blue line, moved across to Lucas Hefty.
there have been a couple missed calls here. I mean, contact with the goaltender like that, an interference call. Refs needs to control this a little bit better.
14 fighting hard, trying to get to the goaltender. Great job by number 11 to shade him away. That was Sam Higgs. And now the puck, the net has come off. We'll get it recentered.
Yeah, there have been a couple times here where I'm surprised we didn't see a penalty. That interference call that I thought for sure was coming. And then contact with the goalie, which I think is what Roscoe's is talking to him about right now, was saying, look, I was hit. You got to protect your goaltender. You don't want to see anybody contact him because goalies are watching for that.
Sam Higgs going to take on Connor Huey in the faceoff down where the Panthers zone on the far side. Hustling off is Sawyer LaChance. And an extra man. Looks like we're going to move Higgs out. Tyler Damon in.
A little confusion right
there. A
there.
Fire drill here, getting everyone set. Finally, it's controlled by the Regents. Regents have the puck here. Can't get it past Laszlo, and Laszlo fires that one. Oh, man, hustling so hard he falls down as Sam Higgs gets back up, though, and he'll provide chase. 12:14 to go. 4-2 is the lead for the Madison West Regents. They're visiting the Oregon Panthers here at the Oregon Ice Arena. Nice carry by Hayden Bell as he battles along the near side. Big hit to knock his man down and try and get that puck out of there. Man's on top of the puck, in fact, and I think that might be what the whistle was for.
Yeah, and I got to say it there, that should have been a penalty too. That looked like a clear-cut hit from behind. I mean, he saw numbers. I'm surprised we didn't see a call there.
A little bit looser in this period than we've seen in the previous periods, but we'll see if both the teams and the refs can clean it up a little bit. Tyler Damon against Felix Young in the face-off circle. We're in the region zone. Sawyer LaChance gets that one. He's looking to move it out to the point. Instead, he fights in the corner, battling against the Regents. The Regents, though, a fortuitous play off of the linesman, but instead it comes all the way out. Hayden Bell has that puck over to Ian Children. Children can't settle it down, but now he chops it. Great little pass ahead to Laszlo. Laszlo in front of his own net, can't get it past three different Regents who carry it away and throw it ahead. Great stab right out of midair by Ian Children, a shortstop play right there. And this one will come up to Sawyer LaChance in front of the penalty box. Sawyer challenged by three different Regents once again. They just collapse on the puck so well. Max Frey going to carry that one for the Regents here. Frey stops up, takes a hit against the wall, and the puck in the corner. Damon battling for it, but Frey comes away. Frey into the center, backhand shot, the score! Max Frey, I don't know how he broke off of the wall with that puck and then unchallenged into the slot. Backhands it up and far down for the score.
Yeah, that was a pretty play. That was a goal scorer's play there on that backhand. Not much Roscoe's can do. But the truth of the matter is, if you're going to put your body on somebody else's along the boards, you better separate him from the puck. That's not what happened. He's able to come out with it, gets the goal. Now it's a 3-goal lead for the Regents.
5-2 is their advantage now. 11:22 go in the third and final period. Panthers control the faceoff. Gage Shilton ahead to Calvin Schneider. Calvin Schneider challenged at the center line and is picked up by the Regents. He battles back, though, and knocks this one forward. And hustling forward is Zach Roscoe. He's going to go all the way into the corner, battling for that puck. Challenged by the Regents as they battle in the corner, and along comes Calvin Schneider. Now it gets to Verhagen. To Roscoe. Roscoe can't stop it, and it comes hard off his stick. Max Frey, who just scored that goal, battling, but Roscoe fights through. No, Max Frey able to get that one clear. Shilton offsides there as he carried it in, and we'll get the neutralized.
Yeah, there was that little bit of hesitation there as that puck was coming. Started to go back, thought, I can make it. Was just a little bit off. Right now, I think they need to take a breath. There's still time in this game. They can generate a lot of offense. We've seen them score multiple goals quickly. Right now, they just need to focus and play their game.
Zach Roscoe against Connor Huey for the faceoff. Panthers control, but slapped out into neutral ice by the Regents. Shilton slaps it back in, and with 10:49 to go, the Regents will have it behind their net. Bring this one to the far side. It's picked up there by Drake Baldwin. Baldwin loses control. It gets confused and dumped back in by Lucas Hefty. Hustling forward is Calvin Schneider. Schneider stops up, takes a hit against the wall, punishes his man more than he gets punished, though, and they continue to fight. Picked up by Roscoe. To Verhagen, broken up. Great defense, but we're off the net once again, and a great breakout from West. Unfortunately deterred by a knocked net.
Yeah, that was a great setup from behind the net. Verhagen was really looking to get that shot. Just couldn't get good wood on it. And now this is kind of a hit for the Regents. They really wanted that faceoff to come outside the zone there. This still gives Oregon a good opportunity.
Sam Higgs against Connor Huey. We're on the far side of the region zone. Faceoff coming. It's controlled by the Panthers to Hayden Bell at the point. Bell down to Ryan Mitchell. Mitchell plays it out of the air with the hand and holds on to it. Fires that one across. Vance Grossman's going to have to hustle to get there.
Interference.
We're going to get holding. Holding's going to be the call, and it's going to go against number 3 Connor Huey, one of their centers we've seen in the faceoff dot all night, and now the Panthers have a little bit of life here.
Yeah, and this is an important power play. Whenever you're coming back from any kind of a deficit, you don't look at the whole deficit. You look at the next goal. This is a big opportunity for them to try and generate some offense. get some rhythm and chemistry going, knock a goal in, that puts them right back in this game.
This is their lead power play line. Roscoe first Hedican in the faceoff circle. They battle for it. It stays on the dot. Schneider moves it forward. It comes back into the slot, but knocked away. Carried by number 18, Devin Huey, brother of the penalized Connor Huey. Roscoe stops that one behind his own net and leaves it for Hefty. Hefty moves around his man, and here he comes the other way. 10:05 to go in the third period. Panthers trail 5-2 against the Madison West Regions. Timberlake has this one, looking for the pass as he moves behind the net. Gets this one all the way behind the net and circles back out to the point. Leaves it for Roscoe. Roscoe can't control and they have to reset on the delayed offsides. Lucas Hefty has that one. Moves it across a dangerous pass. Stopped though. Great job by Hefty to stop that chance. And Roscoe carries it. Roscoe to the point. Leaves it off for Verhagen. Verhagen back to Roscoe in the low corner. He's hustling toward the slot. Back to the point man now. That's Calvin Schneider who's got it up top. Schneider back to Roscoe's. Roscoe's all the way across to Hefty. Hefty to the high slot. Drags it in. Fires. Blocked by 12. Great block by Schuyler Hedican. And this one comes all the way out. West will get a clearance with 1:04 to go.
Oh,
and
they're
going to
get a
slashing
slash
call now. And this will come against Verhagen. I have to admit, I was looking down at the puck on the opposite end. Don't know what happened there, but Alex Verhagen whistled for a slash. And so that not only will end the power play, but it will give 57 seconds of a power play to West once their penalty expires.
Yeah, and that's a mental mistake and a mental breakdown that they just can't afford to take right now. They need to generate as many chances as they can, and one of their best players right now is in the box.
Very unfortunate turn of events for the Panthers there. With 9:17 to go, they trail by 3 against the Madison West Regions in this third period. Sam Higgs has the puck across to Timberlake. Timberlake ahead to Damon. Damon stops up to lose the defender, and he'll move this one all the way across to Higgs. Higgs, a great outlet pass, and here comes Timberlake. Timberlake's one-on-one. Nice poke from number 4, Furman. And Furman able to play that one out. Stopped by Higgs once more, but here come the Regions the other way. Carrying it is Edwin Gian. He's to the right wing side. Stops at the point, moves around, and he'll just backhand that one in and go for a change as he leaves it behind the cage for Max Frey. Frey, the captain, had that goal earlier, leaves it to Furman on 4. Furman to the top of the circle. Shot over the cage, right over Henry Roscoe's head, and it'll be picked up by number 5, Carson Timberlake. Timberlake can't hold it. The Regents able to play it down. I'm sorry, that's Hayden Bell, and they move this one back behind the net. Regents try to get it through. Great stop by Carson Timberlake, and Tyler Damon has it. Damon across to Hayden Bell. With 8:28 to go, the penalty is about to expire for West. Only 5 seconds to go on that penalty. They still have the 3-goal lead. Move this one along, and that penalty is expired. West now has 57 seconds of a 5-on-4 power play. They control in their own defensive end. Going to carry this one forward, move it across to the far side. Challenge there by Calvin Schneider, who immediately swats it in. Roscoe's providing the forecheck against the infirm number 4. Moves that one to Drake Baldwin. Baldwin carrying it now. Baldwin's got a couple of men with him as he moves forward. Great pass ahead, and here they come. That's Connor, who was penalized. Can't get this one to go, though, as number 10, Riley Lanham. Puck behind the net, and it's carried there by number 12, Gage Shilgen. Shilgen stopped up at the corner, though, and that one's picked up by Drake Baldwin. Schneider going to battle for this one. He fights hard, gets that one out to the point, but the Regents able to hold it in. And we've got a puck coming up here. It might be a high stick. Let's see what the signal is. No, again, the net is off. I'm not sure what it is about this rink, but these nets just do not want to stay in place.
Yeah, it can't be because the ice is too soft, because it's pretty darn cold. I wonder if it's just the push-offs that Roscoe's is doing off the pipe.
7:43 to go. 5-2 the lead for the Regents in this third and final period. Face off in the Panther zone. Roscoe's in the circle for the Panthers. Linesman getting ready to drop the puck. He does. It remains on the dot, but the Regents get it out to the point. Regents down low. They're still on the power play here with 14 seconds left to go before Verhagen can come out of the box. Regents move that one in. Great break up by Calvin Schneider. He fights against the wall, but it comes all the way out to the point. They move it back down low to the top of the circle and then down into the near corner. Trying to get this one through. Hustling is number 6, Pulkerbeck. Pulkerbeck now to the faceoff stop. What a block by Gage Shilgen! And he flicks it out, another whistle, and another slash is the call. And this one's going to go against number 7, Calvin Schneider. And just as the penalty expires for Verhagen, Schneider heads to the box. And with 7:17 to go, they'll have to kill off another 2-minute power play.
Yeah, again, mental mistakes can kill you in a game like this. And right now, that there seems to be some frustration there. Oregon is running out of time, and right now the clock's their biggest enemy.
Without a doubt. Faceoff's going to come on Oregon's end on the near side. Battle for it, and it's picked up by Drake Baldwin. Baldwin has it for the Regents, walking this one down. Leads it off for number 10, Lanham. Back to Baldwin behind the net. They'll have to hustle to the far side corner. Stops up, nice job working. He's got Lanham in the center, broken up. Great reach in by number 5, Carson Timberlake, and then a great save by Henry Roscoe's. Roscoe's a little annoyed there at what he thought was a little bit of a shot from Drake Baldwin. Expresses his displeasure, but the referees settle it down.
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen something like that come from Roscoe's, and we've seen him get pushed around a lot in other games. Right now, they just have to, everybody needs to take a breath, look to kill this penalty, then get quickly into the offensive zone.
Minute 45 to go on the power play for the Regents. Puck on the dot, now the Regents have it. Rifle a shot blocked by Hayden Bell. Picked up once again, though, by Drake Baldwin. He circles to the far point and then moves this one to the near point for Max Frey. Frey into Baldwin, trying to get into the center, and it moves all the way across to the near corner. Wine and a fire from Tyler Damon. It hits the stanchion very oddly, comes to the center where it's knocked by Alex Verhagen. They clear the zone. This one will be picked up by Verhagen and fired on net. Stopped up by Buen Camino, and the Regents will have to reset. Boy, Tyler Damon just hustled that one along the glass.
Yeah, and that's that kind of discipline that they need to have on the penalty kill.
This one's going to be picked up by Tyler Damon once again. Damon again hard off the glass. No, it's stopped up by the Regents, and here comes Max Frey carrying that one along the right wing side. Frey facing Gage Shilton on defense. Tries to get it through him. No, Shilton having none of it with the skates. Plays that one forward. Panthers trying to clear this one out. Number 12 able to pick that one back up. That's Hedican. Hedican challenged hard by the number 12 of the Panthers, Gage Shilton. And now it'll come out to the opposite side. In the high slot, number 4 fires a shot. Deflection up into the safety net. And we'll get a face-off with 43 seconds to go on this power play.
You know, we really haven't seen the penalty killers tested this hard for Oregon. Right now, the Regents are doing a great job of moving the puck around and bringing it deep and collapsing, causing a lot of traffic. That's something Oregon's not used to seeing.
Sam Higgs versus Cole Furman. Sam Higgs wins that one. Lucas Hefty able to play it up to Higgs. Higgs hustling in front of his own bench, trying to get that one forward. Battling for it, and this one comes out of play into the benches, and we'll get another faceoff.
Yeah, it almost seems like the Panthers are looking to try and generate offense at any chance they can. I mean, obviously, when you're down to almost just under, a little over 5 minutes left, you want to try and generate any offensive chance you can.
Higgs against Furman once again in the faceoff circle. Furman wins it back, and the Regents will have it in their own defensive zone. 5:48 to go in the game, 30 seconds to go on the power play for the Madison West Regents. Coming into the zone, they're going to pick it up along the near side. Chopped by Matt Strassman, and that puck will come to Gage Shilton behind his own net. Shilton ahead to Lucas Hefty. Hefty easily able to fire that one clear, and that'll take quite a bit more time off the penalty, only 15 seconds to go. Nice forecheck provided by Sam Higgs, keeping the Regents honest here as they come up. They've got one last chance with 8 seconds on the penalty as they move along to the near side. Carried by Kieran Garvey. Garvey all the way out to the wall, pushed it up there against by Carson Timberlake, and they're going to continue to fight. Matt Strassman also on the scene. Now this one's picked up by Cutting, and both teams are full strength. Right as Calvin Schneider comes out, he's able to tip that puck, and now the Panthers have to get busy on offense. Picked up by Carson Timberlake, moves that one ahead to Schneider. Schneider back to Timberlake. Great outlet pass to Matt Strassman. Strassman's got to hold on to it. He's able to dump it into the zone, and here come the Panthers on offense. 4:56 to go. Regents have it behind their net, trying to clear this one out. Hassled hard from behind by Zach Roscoe, but he gets that puck forward, and Hayden Bell will carry it in his own defensive zone. Bell kind of loosens it off the end. A shot comes in. That one misses wide to the right, and Verhagen will now have it for the Panthers. The outlet pass no good, and that puck comes back behind, and boy, the Panthers having offside's going to be the call there, having a lot of trouble getting the kind of breakouts we're used to seeing from them.
Yeah, and again, it seems like they're off their step a little bit. They look like they're in their heads, and that can be a killer. And, you know, the clock's ticking, and they need to make every possession count, and right now they seem to be just unfocused.
4:36 to go in the third and final period. Madison West Regents leading the Oregon Panthers by 3 goals. The score is 5-2. Alex Verhagen has the puck in front of his own bench. Tries to get to Roscoe. Instead, it's intercepted by Charlie Cutting. Cutting against the wall, but he hangs on. Tries to get it through the center. Blocked up by Verhagen. Verhagen has the puck there. Rims it all the way to the far side, but it's going to be Devin Huey that holds it at the point. Back down low, picked up by 9 Drake Baldwin. Baldwin off to Huey. They move this one down low. Roscoe's providing the challenge in the corner. Lanham loses it, and this one's going to come behind the cage. It'll be carried by Carson Timberlake. Timberlake ahead to Schneider. Schneider takes a big hit, but Timberlake able to follow. Hustling to get that puck, and they lost control at 2-1. Across to Verhagen. Verhagen score! Alex Verhagen, forehand to backhand. He forced Buen Camino to commit and takes advantage. 5-3 now, the Panthers down by 2.
Yeah, and one of the things that you look at there, especially after the goal, no celebration from Verhagen. It's all business. He just kind of went over. Everybody said, good job, now let's get another, and that's what they have to do. 2-goal deficit, just under 4 minutes left. We've seen them come back in this situation. They just need to be smart, stay out of the penalty box.
3:55 to go. It'll be Andy Ziemek against Cole Furman. Furman wins that one, but hustling is Laszlo Araz. Picked up by the other Furman. Laszlo plays that one in, and Ziemek's going to give chase. It's carried by Joe Clark. Clark looking to get this one out along his own near side. Flicks that one very high, and that should actually come down for icing, and that will give the Panthers an excellent opportunity to set up on offense.
Yeah, and you almost have to wonder, how aggressive is Coach going to be? Is he going to pull Roskus with 2 minutes? Is he going to pull Roskus? With a team like the Regents who are able to generate the kind of offense that they have, do you pull him?
Ian Chilton against Cole Furman in the faceoff down. We're on the near side of the Regents zone. Puck controlled by the Regents. Joe Clark has it behind his net. Tyler Damon chasing it, but Clark able to turn around and get one down to the corner. Gage Chilton plays it back down to his brother Ian. Picked up by Tyler Damon behind the net. Into center, carried by Joe Clark. Chopped by Laszlo, though, into the far corner. This one comes all the way around. Ian's going to get it at the far point. Plays that one down, but the Regents will have a way out here. No, they lose control. Battling for it is Ian Chilton along with his brother Gage. Gage is going to hold it in front of the scorer's table to come back for neutral ice. Great leave off for Damon. Damon's got 15 across. Pulls the trigger. What a blocker save from Dwayne Camino. Back to to Laszlo Araz in the near corner. Laszlo all the way to the far corner now. He's got a man on the point if he can get it to him. Instead, he plays it down low to Ian Chilton. Chilton fighting in front of the Zamboni door. Tries to tap it to the point. Instead, it's going to be carried by Edwin Gian. Gian takes a big hit from Tyler Damon, but he manages to move the puck forward. Puck comes back into the Regent zone. Damon almost gets it. Verhagen almost gets it there, and they continue to fight. Damon has that one now. Fires it in. It hit number 4 hard. He never saw it. Dean Furman never saw it as it collided with him, and now he picks it up, and he's coming the other way. Here comes Dean. He's got a couple of options. Great pass across to Max Frey. Frey pulls the trigger. Misses to the right side. That one comes over. Verhagen's trying to get it against the wall as Dean Furman challenges. Verhagen has it. He carries away. Taps it ahead to Ian Chilton. Ian trying to carry that one as his brother Gage, but now the Regents have an opportunity in the high slot. Nope, intercepted by Hayden Bell. Great fight from Hayden Bell as he carries that one through a couple of tough challenges, and here he comes. Plays that one all the way across to Verhagen. Verhagen can't get to it. Ian's going to try and hustle. Verhagen can't stop that one, nor can Hayden Bell, and the Panthers will have to reset. 2 minutes, 3 seconds to go in this game. The Panthers trail by 2. Hustling in is Calvin Schneider as he plays that one down into the near corner of the Regent zone. Loses control, a great interception and a great tap across. Roscoe though comes in. Plays it back to Schneider on the near side. Down from Roscoe, but the Regents are going to be able to carry this one. No, stopped by Timberlake, and all the way back to Roscoe. Roscoe's going to have to hustle to the far corner. Bunch of players come together there, but it's Roscoe that comes away with it. Into center, to Verhagen, backhand, and a save along the backside of the cage. Another shot underneath him, and it's covered up by Dwayne Camino. He manages to get on top. Roscoe's has been pulled too. Dan pointing it out to me. Roscoe's has hit the bench, and we're going to have 6 attackers here for the Panthers.
Verhagen came this close to getting a hat trick and making this a 1-goal game on that backhand. Just wanted a little bit more on it, and now it looks like they're taking a timeout, a smart timeout to get everything set up. We're seeing the style of play from Oregon that we're used to. It's just unfortunate that we're starting to see it only with 3 minutes left in the game. They found themselves in this position before, and right now they need to generate a number of shots, get a lot of traffic in front of Camino, and try and whittle this 2-goal lead down to none and try and force overtime.
6 attackers, minute 34 to go. We have seen, though, West pretty effective on the PK. They've kept, not only have they kept Oregon at bay, but they've generated some chances here. They're really swinging for the fences here, but, you know, what choice do you have?
Absolutely. But again, this is where Oregon's dangerous. We've seen them come back from this before. They generate the type of shots you want to see, and you've got some very, very fiery players at the moment that want to see this lead go to none, and they want to force overtime.
You know they do. You know these Panthers are hungry to get back into this game. They've fought part of the way back. Can they fight all the way back?
Well, you take that time out, and the reason you do that is you want your best players out there for the next minute 30. This is going to be a long shift, and if they can generate the type of cycles, the type of creativity and spontaneity that they have, they might be able to tie this one out.
94 ticks in the clock are all that's left. The Regents have a chance here. They're battling hard for it. Number 10, Lanham, hustling for it. He wants that open net goal. What a job by Verhagen to fire it all the way out back to center. Carried now by number 7. Hustling is Calvin Schneider. Stops up and he'll look for a play here. Schneider all the way across to Verhagen. Verhagen's going to lose at the blue line. No, held by Hefty. Picked up there by number 18, Devin Huey. Huey can't get it past. Comes all the way out. It's going to be Hefty that holds this one at the near point. Hefty lets up, and he comes in. Great shot. Tries to get in. Deflection pad save from Boyd Camino. Picked up by Timberlake across to Verhagen. Back down to Timberlake. Tried to get it across to Hefty, and this one will come all the way to Hefty. Hefty's going to step in, fires the wrist shot, and a glove save snatched by Adam Buen-Camino right out of the air with 55 seconds to go.
Hefty was looking for a little bit more traffic, and that's why that shot was high up there. Problem was Camino was able to track it all the way, come out, be aggressive, glove that puck.
Great work by Adam Buen-Camino to keep his team ahead in this game. Sam Higgs in the faceoff circle for the Panthers, but the Regents win it. Max Ray has that one, leaves it across. It's picked up by Roscoe. Roscoe's behind the net to Schneider. Schneider back over to Roscoe. He kicks this one and plays it back to Schneider. Schneider to the faceoff dot, circling around, looking for a way to get this puck into the zone. Back down to Roscoe's down low. Trying to work this one through, broken up by the Regents, and they play it all the way to the Zamboni door, picked up by Sam Higgs. Higgs leaves it off for Schneider. Schneider back to Higgs behind the net, looking to distribute the puck, tries to get to the slot, instead the Regents control. Regents looking to play it out, it comes all the way to the wall. 25 seconds to go. Lucas Hefty has it in the slot, pulls the trigger just over the right corner, just a bit high. Only 18 seconds to go now. The Panthers need to get shots on net. Zach Roscoe into center, stopped by Higgs, but he can't pull the trigger. Back to Higgs, backhand shot, saved. Another backhand, doesn't get to go. Lucas Hefty has it, 8 seconds to go. Into center, deflection chance, no good. Picked up by number 5. Wine drive, misses to the left side. That should end this game. And a final 94 seconds for the ages. The Panthers doing everything they can do. Give Adam Buen-Camino and his defensemen a ton of credit. Stopped a bunch of shots, and then Buen-Camino made the saves when he had to.
How big was that save on that breakaway right now?
Oh, boy.
I mean, you go into this situation only with a 1-goal differential. It becomes a completely different game. That was a huge save. Camino really stood on his head here, made some big saves when he had to. That was an impressive victory to see from the Regents.
Absolutely. The Madison Regents proved what sort of a team they are. A team that plays well on both sides of the ice, can score when they need to, can get the weird goals when they need to generate them, and in a 3-period affair come out the victors 5-3 over the Panthers tonight.
How wrong were we at the beginning of this game, thinking we're going to see a defensive struggle, maybe a 1-0, 2-1 kind of game?
I don't remember saying anything like that. I don't know what you're talking about.
So here we are with 8 goals scored. That was one heck of a game. Oregon put it all out there. Maybe tired legs from last night had something to do with it, but either way, tip your head to the Regents. They played amazing.
I admire the effort of both of these teams. They played incredibly well. Just before we get going here, 1 star from each team. Who do you like?
Oh boy, that's a tough one, but it's not really a tough one. For Oregon, I'm going to have to pick Verhagen. I never pick Verhagen. Tonight I'm going to have to. 2 goals. Really did everything he could to try and stir the team up and try and generate everything. And on the other side, got to go with Camino.
And why Camino? Of all the players you could have picked, I know he played well, but give me some details. Why did you like Camino on that one?
You know, the timely saves that he made when he really needed to. He took the time. He took away momentum and energy from Oregon with some of those saves. That breakaway save was probably the biggest one that you could really see deflate Oregon at that point. So you got to point to that save. Then you look at the scrum here at the last minute and a half, 2 minutes of this game. He was facing lots of shots, lots of traffic, kept his composure, kept his glove up. That's why I'd pick Camino.
I like it a lot. I'm going to go with Max Frey from the Regents, number 19, their captain. Had a goal, played incredibly well, carried the puck very well, and fought into that offensive zone in a way that really did a job for them. For the Panthers, it's a little bit harder. The Panthers played well in this game, and we felt like they had the first period sort of in hand. Even though they went in losing, they really did play quite well. And I'm honestly not sure who to pick. I think I'm going to go with Carson Timberlake. Carson Timberlake playing on defense, I saw him carrying pucks a lot more than I usually do, carrying them deep into the zone, battling in the corners, and I thought he was solid for them on the defensive end tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, the names you kept hearing a lot were Timberlake, Schneider. And Schneider was the same way last night. It looks like somebody put 2 quarters in him and wound him up. He was everywhere, going side to side, a lot of heart. But yeah, Timberlake was amazing. He played the role of a gritty player, really kind of found his stride in this game. It's just unfortunate they weren't able to pull it out.
Absolutely. All right, folks, thank you very much for joining us for the first Friday Night Live of 2017. Panthers fall, unfortunately, 5-3 against the Madison West Regents. For our producer, Paul Zwicker, our director, Tim Olson, my partner, Dan Graychuk, and all of the tremendous assistants here at OCAmedia, my name is Zach Seeloff saying so long, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.
Hi, Mom.
This is a presentation of OCAmedia Sports.
This program is made possible in part with support from our generous sponsors. Oregon Community Bank. Feel good banking. William R. Torhorst and Associates, your hometown insurance agency that's doing big things. Stoughton Hospital. Oregon Urgent Care and Sports Medicine Clinic. Trusted care close to home. Maria's Pizza, a little slice of Italy right here in Oregon. The Oregon Chamber of Commerce, promoting, informing, connecting, and advocating for local businesses and the community of Oregon. A special thanks to the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Please consider being a part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. OCAmedia wishes to thank the Oregon School District for its ongoing support.
At Oregon Community Bank, our purpose for over 38 years has been to serve our customers. Our goal is to help them improve their financial lives with innovative banking products and services, coupled with unparalleled customer service. Doing banking the right way, bringing our skills and expertise to improve the financial stability to individuals and businesses is how we have grown. We call this Feel Good Banking. So give us a call. Drop into one of our convenient branches or connect online at OregonCommunityBank.com. Feel good about banking again.